All right. We're in the little boxes on the screen. Everyone can see us and know that we're here for Fun Day. So we're going to start this session off with a little bit of advertising because what's a company podcast without some advertising? Tonight, your handy dandy DM will be using one of our brand new dice that we are lovingly called, if I can keep it on screen here, called Bounce Dice. These little plastic silicone dice are ridiculously fun. If you've been in our Discord, I have posted videos about them rolling. I've been using them for various decision-making processes while on vacation, and I can tell you they are the funnest thing to roll that we am. We're selling them for a whopping $15 at this point, so not super pricey. They're super fun colors, all this fun stuff. We have them in a plethora of things. They'll have silly, cute names, like these orange ones that I am currently rocking, are the Nemo set. If I could show the camera the right way. There we go. They look like
Do they swim in circle?
I mean, I hope they don't swim in circles. I've rolled way more 20s just for funsies with these though, so like, again, I fear for your lives. Tonight might not be good for you. That or Profi's just gonna be the villain of the show. Just I murdered everything last thing because I crit and did things. So, let's get a quick recap from last session. Talk about what we're doing this session, all that fun stuff. Obviously, session 42. The motion in the ocean, because we are doing an ocean adventure. And on that note, I will be disregarding my usual map that we play with. It does actually have a boat, so I might actually go grab it. But for the most part, we're going to be doing a lot of theater of the mind. This session is my assumption. Because the boat scenes we will have will probably not be man-to-man fighting. It'll be more like firing cannons and rolling stats. All that fun stuff. And you guys will get a slight sneak peek at an item that younger myself and Spain built quite some time ago. So, the Nautilus pack, we haven't released it yet because it's still being defined and play tested on our end, but we'll be using some of the stats and things from that. Hey! And look at that. Lawrence appears just in time for us to start. So, with all that being said, little preference. The other thing is I just got back from Hawaii, so I'm dead dog tired, so it might not be a super long session. But with all that, we've leveled up to 17. Congratulations. Only 3 more levels left. Woo, dance party. Sorry. So with that being said, what did we do last session? How did that go for you guys? Describe your feelings about last session.
So last session was the spooky session.
Correct.
Where we basically bombarded a coastal town, killed all the demons, and then plane shifted the boss into a different dimension and didn't
Now
actually fight anything.
Now I hear the boss whenever I fire the gun.
Uh-huh. And Stinger the Second died. And we got a ship called the Horny Bard. And we're going to be hunting down Jazzbold the Grimly.
Greatest name.
Like it.
Okay, so anyone else have any additions to that story? That's a pretty good summary of last session. Nope. Okay. Younger, you are muted, friend.
There's no town teleportation man. He died.
That's true.
Yes, Monkey is currently teleport into, not teleport out of. So, as you guys are loading up the ship, a small box appears on your ship. The box in question is a small tent with a little hood. You recognize the colorful patterns displayed on it as Swiggity Swooty's party tent, though it is much smaller than the last time you saw it. It looks more like what's the best way to describe this? Like a voting booth. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That size a tenty looking thing. Do any of you enter, or do you wait for something to exit? What's the thought here?
I'll enter. Why not?
All right.
Yeah, first mate, go check it out.
You and you alone enter Swiggity Swooty's domicile. And inside, sitting at an empty bar, for the exception of a young monk that looks like they've been through the ringer sit there drinking some kind of alcohol. Both Swiggity and your very good friend sit there and look just like someone beat the hell out of them. But they're alive, so that's a plus.
Well, there. How's it going? Been a little bit.
Oh, hi.
Fran, I'm gonna throw some DM consequences at you because you've been gone for the last couple sessions. You get to tell me what you have been doing and why you are currently beat up to a pulp with Swiggity Swooty. What's the story? What have you been fighting for the last 2 sessions?
oh. So Swiggity is a powerful wizard, right?
Correct.
So what could a powerful wizard and a monk get into shenanigan-wise?
Literally
Big
anything.
lich.
Yeah. For anything that he decided on.
Just tell him you've been hunting down Tullia's siblings so we can get some more kills.
Oh, that'd be too convenient, right?
It would be too convenient.
You could always deal half cash.
Roll for percentage.
Percentage? Yeah, could. Definitely fighting
100.
something.
Would
Fran's
you
really fighty, so
would you like me to have you roll to see what you fought?
absolutely.
All right, cool
That sounds
beans.
fun.
Super fun. Wah ha ha ha. All right, so
The
go ahead
fight
and
is
roll.
supposed to
roll.
be-
1 second. I gotta find this the appropriate thing for this. All right.
Oh, you were fighting a whistler. Who knew?
There's not a lot of choices here. So I'm trying to find an. Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll me a 1d10.
1d10 it is. That is a 1.
Well, you guys have been hunting down and chasing a lich.
Oh boy.
And not only a lich, roll the d10 one more time.
Another 1.
Another, you're
I hope
fighting
this
2
isn't-
liches! One more time!
10 this time.
Alright, 10 this time. So, not only were you fighting 2 large liches, they happen to be riding a large kraken in the ocean. So, not only have you been dealing with 2 witches and a kraken, though I mean that's really it, 2 liches and a kraken. The kraken being an undead monster that they summon from the deep, just to piss Swiggity off for some reason. You were able to defeat. Go ahead and roll me a d6.
6.
None of them. They kicked your ass, but you survived.
So I'm like drained of life and covered in seaweed and soggy and
The reason Swiggity Swooty's tent is so small, as he will explain to our friend here, is he used up the majority of his power fighting off these creatures. He's not super happy about it, and he might have a job for us later, because the 2 of you were not enough to deal with the 2 liches and the kraken of the sea. But that's something you shouldn't have to deal with for about 10 years from now. So, that's something to come around to when they rise to power.
oh no.
Oh, that sounds
This is the fastest
fucking
10
awful.
years ever.
Sounds like our
Happening.
kids are going to be dealing with this in the next campaign.
Looks over kids. 10-year-olds? You're going to send 10-year-olds against liches and krakens.
I didn't say they were born now.
So that's
They could
That
be
would be a
7.
disaster.
I was going to say over here, wait, time out. That means they're younger than 10. We would have to have babies today, or if you have existing babies. You have existing.
Yeah,
Time out.
baby.
Most of you are old and dead. Who here has existing babies? I don't. That I know of.
Yep.
I
Rhett probably has legions.
I don't know. Roll a
I'll raise
die.
my hand.
See if they made it with me.
Do it. Well, I guess
I have a lineage.
I guess
What do you want me to roll?
actually, because you're Izekian, I don't think that's quite the right way to
Fran's
go.
like in her 20s.
Also, I feel like, Fran, if you had babies, you would know.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, say she's in her 20s. She probably has not had kids yet.
I kind of want to roll it. Should I roll? What should I roll to see if I have kids?
I'll give you a percentile. Anything above,
3.
well, no. Like, for every 10 above 25, you'll have a kid. Because you are a promiscuous Yahoo. Also, you've lived for a long time, right?
8
Total?
total.
You're childless.
You wrap that shit up.
Yeah.
He made sure no STDs today.
You said, no babies for me. No, I saw what my father did to me. Not passing that along yet.
How many
Well, you know what?
children do
So
my children
time out. Because, like, story-wise, that makes a lot of sense for your character, though.
Mm-hmm.
So,
It
like,
does, yeah, him not wanting to like father children he leaves behind would make a lot of sense.
so good roll. Way to be in character. Old dead zombie boy. Did you have any illegitimate children? I'll give you that are still
No,
alive.
I only had legitimate children.
Oh, okay.
The better question would be how many like
Descendants
grandchildren,
survive?
great grandchildren do I have?
Yeah, so let's roll the how many children you have. We'll do some math from there.
Okay, what do you want me to roll for that? Because you said I had kids earlier.
Yeah, I totally did. Yeah, and you would probably not know about them, so they're definitely legitimate children. Let's see here. I'll do the same math for him. 25. Any percentile above 10. Sorry, 10 percentile above 25 gives you another job.
I got a 53.
Okay, so that's 2.
3 children. Yeah, three children total.
You said 53, right?
Yeah. And
So
you
that-
said I got 1, and every one above 25 is
so
an additional kid.
It's just 2. Trust me,
Okay.
that'll be good for later. If it had been over 55, yeah, you would have been good. Anyway, so let's do some handy dandy math. Let's say both of those kids had the same number of kids you had. How many years has it been?
1,000.
1,000. That's a lot. So you're hitting a
Dark,
multiply. Huh?
you're an elf, right?
Yeah, but elves don't hit their adulthood stage till they hit 100.
Right. So it's 10 generations of elves still. So
If
If
they
we-
all had something.
And you can continue to have kids past that quote unquote prime age.
right.
So okay, so we're looking at 2 times 2 to the 10th power.
Yes.
No way, that's 2,048 kids.
Yeah. Great grandchildren. Yeah, 100%.
That's right.
Okay.
Now, I'm gonna again, and that's assuming that like if they have more than that, only 2 sets of however many kids they actually had reproduced or lived long enough to have other kids, so on and so forth. Which is crazy to think. 10 generations from now, you'll have how many grandkids? Or
A lot.
great grandkids?
None. I'm gonna have
Wild.
0.
Wild.
The world's in a population collapse, so probably not many.
Sad. Gotta Conan Barbarian your children so they get the 2,000 babies 100 years from now. All right, so 2,000 babies. Of that, I'm gonna have you roll percentile to see how many of them are living.
All of them.
Look,
0.
Ot 100, hilarious. Ot 99, also hilarious.
What set of dice should I use?
The new
The
fancy
kind
ones.
that roll.
The,
The ones-
the dragon ones or the eyeball ones? Or
I'm thinking the wind chime ones.
There's 2. There's the dragon ones and then there's these ones.
Ah, yes.
To the dragon.
As a note, we sell the dragon ones, or did, except for we sold out, so we got to get more of them. They're part of our hyper
Nice.
hollow collection.
I do. 8. How does that? What? Just a second.
Gotta know how to
8.
read your dice.
No, because so apparently they're both like 10s dice, and so
Faulty.
that threw me off.
Just pick one.
Yeah,
Well,
left
it's
and
either
right.
81 or 18, so I'm gonna just roll the other ones.
Okay, make it clear.
86.
Tonight is sponsored
Oh.
by Monster Beast.
86% of 2,048 kids is 1,761.28 kids.
That is a lot of descendants that are running around currently.
How many did you say?
1,761 and a quarter.
You've got a
And the
legion of
quarter.
spawn.
Oh, yeah. Another undead one. Let's go.
Okay, now that's just kids born in the last 100 years. That's not to include all the ones that could still be alive from previous generations. Is that wild?
No, that's
Uh,
wow.
what's the chance that any of them are those liches?
High tier Mars X clones. Anyway,
Wait, actually, the fourth one is the Lich, right?
okay. Jokes aside, Younger, you have a plethora of great grandbabies running around. Most of them probably don't know who you are, which is
I've
unfortunate for your
released-
character, but whatever.
I released this information like a calculator to my compatriots as we were talking about our family lineages.
I wonder if any of them are me.
Huh.
Roll percentile die.
Roll the
Are you
percentile.
part
Okay.
elf?
Ot 1.
79.
Okay, not even close. Okay, so no. Your half elf does not spawn from the Mars X line because that would be way too funny. We might rectify that in the bloopers later. Not roll on stats. When one of you dies, dramatic death scene. That'll be good. Anyway. So, now that we know how many children you all possibly have. Freya, you are a 20-year-old noble. And you do not believe your character would have had children at this point? Because just as a character background things, we're gonna dive into your guys' characters a little bit and their relationship bits. Because like Profi's in the same boat, right? Because he's what? How old is he? 20 something. 27. So like
Brand.
again, noble of age probably should have children at this point. But why don't we? Or do we? So jumping over to Fran, you're 20. You said.
I remember her being in her 20s. I'm looking at my notes right now, but if I can't find it, yeah, just somewhere in the 20s.
I'm in 22.
She is 27.
Okay, well that's good to know. Almost 30s, like your friend Profi. My excuse for my character, not having a lineage is mine was supposed to be selected by my mother, who is dead. And so it hasn't been placed on high priority because I am the youngest child, and there are children older than me that are still not married nor have heirs. The fact that Profi does or doesn't have heirs is so low on the totem pole at this point, it doesn't matter. Has not been a consideration, hasn't been a worry. And I was
It'll matter soon when he's the emperor.
right, hopefully, right? Get all the ladies, harm it up. So that's his reasons why he is mostly celibate.
I'd say Fran wasn't motivated by like anything related to her family. She's just more inclined to.
Is she asexual?
I never decided because nothing came up, but
But she's very defiant to her family, so it wouldn't be super far fetched for her to be not wanting children / increase the legacy until she finds the right person, kind of thing.
right. She's just more focused on her technique and like
Yeah.
exploring, adventuring, stuff like that.
Exploring something.
Thank you, Red. I appreciate that comment.
Uh,
So, now that we know how many kids people have or why they don't have any, jumping over to our, well, I guess Izeki doesn't count because you might have children, but they're definitely not here causing havoc.
No.
All this children talk spins from the thought of the next group of adventurers are going to be related to us. chances of that low. But that's neither here nor there. That's a story for another time. So now that we've done all the silly math for no good reason and wasted 10 minutes, what?
It was some nice food for thought, though.
And good character background stuff. Yeah, because I mean, honestly, if we talked about that'd 100% be a thing that Profi would be thinking about at this point now. Like, we're getting old.
Like,
I
I'm
mean,
You want to
gonna
marry
die
one of
soon.
my
I'm not. I'm not.
great,
Yeah,
great.
super great elf. Yeah, you know, me wearing an elf is about as likely as me marrying a tiefling.
What's wrong with
See,
tieflings?
There's
I'd say
nothing
you
wrong
say
with
that
them.
now.
There's nothing wrong with them. But
Coleman's gonna.
socially, that's a no for me. I hope you all understand this.
Okay, but what if it's a tiefling that is also an angel?
I don't. It's the pureblood thing, man. I don't like it.
Yeah.
So
Gotta-
Profi would be
gotta-
slippery.
We'll fix
How's
that.
your
Don't
gender
worry.
structure?
So, let us continue on our adventure on the boat. So we're on the Hoardy Bard. We are riding the Hoardy Bard as it rides through the ocean. We have a couple of different ways we can do ocean travel, right? We can really yada yada, and I can just roll dice until we get percentiles and see what kind of events occur, kind of like we do on land travel without a map. I can pull up our handy dandy map for the viewers if they really want it. Or we can, I roll a d6, and that's how many encounters we go through this session, kind of thing.
I'm cool with the second way. That's easier.
Yeah, roll d6. Fine, let's see what we do.
All right.
You just
How
turn into
many
a
of the
demon?
liches do we have to kill?
How many liches do we have to kill? So many liches. 2 liches and a kraken 10 years from now. Okay, so we have a certain number of events. It looks like it's going to be 3. Now we're going to roll positives, negatives, and what the heck the events are themselves. Event number 1. Okay, cool. Event number 2. Also cool. And event number 3. Not as cool. So, oh, we lost somebody. Or did something just pop off? No, someone just turned off the camera. Okay.
Yeah.
So, with that, the first event. As you are traveling the oceans, you come across what looks to be a silver dragon skimming. I'm going to use the word skimming because it sounds better. The water, scooping up fish as they go along. They look to be a young adult. So
Do they look familiar?
They do not look familiar. But as you get closer to them, because they're traveling with the wind, kind of like you guys do, they will land on the deck of your boat. They have a small hull of fish in their mouth, and it looks like they've improvised a large dragon-sized net to hold all said fish.
As the captain of the Horny Bard, I will greet the dragon. I've also by now found myself a nice big hat, like the biggest hat I can.
I will allow this.
And I will take the hat off and bow to the dragon and say, "Greetings." Can I tell if it's a male or a female? I don't know if you can with dragons. I don't know if that's a thing.
Of course you
It's all
can
in
tell.
the eyes.
Of course you can tell if it's a male or female.
Oh, greetings, noble dragon. What prompts your visit?
You flew right at me. I assumed you were here to give me a break.
Pray take rest upon the deck of our noble vessel for as long as you wish.
Ah, what's the name of said noble vessel?
The Horny Bard, and I'll strum my harp at the same time in like a like what's the word I'm looking for?
Sexual manner.
No. A pre-sexual manner? What the hell is that?
Huh.
I gotta answer this in my real voice and not the weird voice. It's just like not horny, pre-sexual.
Pre-coordinated.
It's just like regular talking. Woo, anyway, sorry. Anyway, silly voice.
You were saying.
Welcome to the Horny Bard. Bring.
Thank you. Are you interested in trading wares?
What wares might you have?
Well, I have fish, if you're looking for food, but I have also collected a few magical items while being in the ocean.
Is anyone interested in fish?
No.
I'm
What about those magic items, though?
Yeah. Okay. Well, we would like to check out your magical items.
Wonderful. Give me a second as she goes into one of her, looks like her scales, but as you look more closely, it's a disguised bag. Sorry, I'm using her voice because I don't want to click the buttons. I gotta find the notes here, sorry. Things are in my phone. Hard to find.
Is this one of the dragons that we released from the paintings?
I am
No.
not. I am not one of the dragons you released from one of the paintings. You said almost being able to hear your thoughts.
Very careful what you're thinking.
Fran has no thoughts right now. she is inspecting the ship. She's never seen it. Well, I don't think so.
There is one intrusive thought that keeps going through the head, which is, can I make a bullet out of a dragon scale?
I have a mermaid scale if you want to try. Okay.
I think those are two different things.
I'm trying to keep out the intrusive thoughts.
It's not working.
It's not working. Ah! You guys are horrible. No, just kidding. I apparently have it in a different spot, which means I have to open up my computer. Files. Close. Alright, so no one else can see what I'm looking at.
Well,
I
while
think
he's
I have
looking that up,
Ah,
one
here it is.
item.
Sorry.
never mind.
Pull that off the board. I made this one a long time ago. So, first one she pulls out is a set of braces. Again, I'm just going to use her voice because she's explaining what she's found. This pair of braces is made of black and white sands over a thin coating of leather and metal. She calls them the bracers of the calming waves.
What do they do?
She says it seems to calm the fish down when I use them, so maybe it would work on other creatures as well.
Um, I might be interested in that. Would she know if this is something you have to attune to?
Yes.
All right, never mind.
No, I think he was saying that she would know if they're tuned items. I don't
Oh.
necessarily know if that meant they were tuned.
Yes to both questions.
What else may you have?
I have this rod I found in an old fishing boat, though it gives me the wigglies. This tiny yellow fishing rod is missing its line, and the hook, line and hook. And she
So-
says every time I use it, it doesn't hurt the fish that it's used at, but it does slow them down.
So it slows down fish.
Well, again, maybe other creatures as well. I deal mostly with fish out here on the ocean.
Are you saying that I'd be able to use it to, like, reel somebody in?
Maybe.
I feel like there's a dance move that already does that.
I feel
over
like
here.
the bard could then reel some women.
I don't need a magic item to do that, son. What other
Those
items
the
might
only
you?
2 items for trade?
Anything else there you got there, friend?
Oh, I also have the statue. I don't really know how it works. But someone sold it to me for some gold and traded
What's
it
it
for
look
some
like?
fish. It looks like a
What-
small building. You guys would recognize it as one of the coastal towns in, sorry, I'm trying to think of that. One of the coastal towns, that you guys would actually know.
We know monkey.
Monkey's not a coastal town.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
It's a floating island, you weirdo. It has no coast because it's a floating dock. What is that? I'm trying to think of the name of the breach.
I would be willing to trade my last bottle of fairy dust for it.
I have a much more useless item if you want to trade. I say through body language and not out loud.
She looks to
Okay.
you.
How would you like a pair of earrings that allow you to talk to whoever is wearing the other earring? Telepathically, at a distance.
How far of a
Pretty pretty.
distance?
How far of a distance? The earrings of whisper.
I think it's. Is it planet wide or is it mile? I told you when I gave him to you. I don't remember though. Did you? Did
Whatever
you not
makes
try?
them more valuable.
What level of rarity were they? Do you remember?
Uncommon.
Okay, then it's only a mile.
Okay. A mile.
Hmm. Well,
And a song.
I'd be willing to trade you the rod for that.
Hmm.
Okay. I'll do that.
All right. You have acquired the rod of lost catch. I'm sorry, of the lost catch. There you go. So I'm going to explain this to you really quickly, so you know what it does. This is a rod of uncommon rarity. It requires attunement to use or to use its effects. It is still a rod for casting spells and things like that, but it is literally a fishing rod, not necessarily a wand. This rod looks like a teeny yellow fishing rod, missing its line and hook, and it makes missing attacks not so painful. After a spell misses its target, the caster may spend their reaction to pull the attack back to the target, hitting the target for minimum damage from the spell. This action can only be used on spells that affect a single target and can cause damage. This action may be used upon the user's intelligence mod and regains 1d4 uses at sunrise.
Okay. Anyone that just heard that, does that, I don't know, we don't have, Marzex is our only magic user. Does that interest you, Marzex?
I mean, yeah, if I can just target only one person with my Eldritch Blast, that could be useful. If I miss and it deals minimum damage, it still does my charisma modifier and such.
Okay, Marzex, you can have it.
Is the dragon willing to trade for the small building statue?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For the fairy dust?
Do you remember what rarity the fairy dust is?
I think the fairy dust is like uncommon because it's different than pixie dust. It's a little bit more powerful. It can cast
Right.
a third level spell.
Right. She, she goes, for whatever reasons, I was told that this was worth quite a bit. I'm not gonna give it away for anything less than something I won't find anywhere else.
So, I've got an idea. I've got this, and I pull out Jimmy, the tadpole. It's here.
She hisses and snarls and says, "Get that thing away from me."
Don't be so rude to Jimmy. He's a good lad. Stick Jimmy back in my pocket.
Something that I don't want to offend you.
How about
I'll give you one of my runic tomes.
I have a modified DOS loot? The Necro DOS. Remember making that?
I got a 10-pound platinum bar to sweeten the deal.
Let's see what they say about the loot first.
Well,
Right, right.
I am a
What's
much
this do?
appreciator of the arts, so the loot sounds very interesting.
It is a DOS loot, but it has also been spliced with necrotic energy. And now you can choose to do necro damage and add 1 necro damage to every attack with it.
Huh. May I see it?
I'll hold it out.
Now, as a DM question to you, I'm gonna turn off my voice here for a second.
Do you not need it anymore? Is it not a
I have the
necessary?
home part.
Oh, okay. So you do have something that's a bit better now.
Yep.
Okay, just making sure.
She goes,
yeah.
I'm not a big fan, but that is a beautiful instrument.
One of a kind. Nothing like it exists.
True, true, true. So you'll trade me that for this?
Yes.
Okay. She hands you the statue. As she hands it down to you, you realize it's about the size of your arm. It is not a small statue by any means.
All right.
Sorry, I gotta set up the keybind so I can just click it to go back to normal. It'll be much faster in the future. I need both you and Younger to roll me a d6 and then a d3.
A D3.
Well, sorry, just roll d6 and then I'll have you roll another one if it rolls on the right number. 4. Younger,
Or
you also
Oh.
rolled a 4? No, roll a
I got
d6.
a 3.
Perfect. All right, then that answers my question on both of those.
Okay. What does the statue do?
So, let's see here. So she describes it the best she can, but in essence, this statue is of the local building which we talked about. Blah 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 blah. The players can place 10 gold pieces per traveler and spend 5 minutes saying the name of the location the statue depicts to teleport to a safe, unoccupied square near the building. For 100 gold pieces and a successful intelligence saving throw of a DC 15, the players may remold the statue into a different location if the new location is within 5 miles of the ocean.
Oh, that's sick. Okay.
Are you sure you want to give that?
I mean, he traded a very rare / legendary item for a very rare item. It's a fair trade.
I am from another world who knows many oceans. Anyway,
And what town did you say it is right now?
It is currently set up for breach.
Breach. Okay. And you said it was 100 gold to change and 10 gold per traveler to move?
Yep, and 5 minutes of saying the location's name. So it's not an instantaneous teleport. It's a wait around for a bit and then teleport. But the
Like a
statue,
ritual?
but the statue goes with you, so you don't like lose it or leave it behind or anything.
That's awesome.
And we don't
yeah.
have to know that actual location personally.
Technically,
That's the
it's not. That's why it's a very rare item. So if you know, well, so I think you have to know of the building. You know what I mean? Like you can't just be like anywhere. You know what I mean? When you're
No, like
molding
say
it.
the name of the time. So you have to like look at a map and be like, oh, they're cool.
Maybe really quick. Make sure.
and be like,
Like if it was like,
So-
oh, look,
so,
the Leaning Tower of Pisa. We think about the Leaning Tower of Pisa and say Pisa, Pisa, Pisa. Then we'd show up there,
yeah.
even though we'd never been there.
So The players may reroll the statue to a different location if the new location was within 5 miles of the ocean. So no, you don't have to know it.
Nice.
That's awesome.
I will add the caveat, specifically because we got an Izeki Yahoo, that has to be on this plane. Or whatever
Yep.
plane you're traveling in, it has to be within the same plane.
Okay.
Or planet. Stares real hard. No traveling the Rainbow Road with this thing. That's not what it's meant for. It's not that strong.
Sweet. Well, thank you, oh noble silver dragon.
Hi, have you seen this flying ship around?
That was gonna be my next question.
Flying ship? Yeah.
Where?
Where?
About a week ago,
Okay.
the captain was a golden cobalt. Wasn't very friendly, but
Yep.
let me stay on the ship for at least an hour and rest and continue on my way. Didn't want to buy anything or sell anything, but only complained a little about me landing on his deck.
Do you have any skill in identifying magic items?
I'm more of the try it until it works kind of figuring how things work, but somewhat.
Gotcha. I have that rapier from the captain. I still don't know what it is.
The demon rapier.
I still don't know what the ball of shadow does.
Okay, time out. Ball of Shadow was definitely. Get off her voice.
Ball of Shadow is definitely explained at one point. So it should be in someone's notes. I think that would be Younger.
Younger wasn't there that session.
Hmm.
Let me see if I have the smoke bottle. I have it listed, but I don't have anything about it.
We
Is it-
never got to attune to it or do identify on it.
Oh, okay. Well, then do that because it's a useful item. Definitely not worth keeping in your pocket forever. But I will
Sure.
warn you, it is
No,
a
it's good.
consumable.
No.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'm good with the dragon when everybody else is.
We say thank you.
You're welcome.
Marzek. Hey, Marzek.
Yes.
I've got this ball of shadow here.
Are you asking what I'd trade for a ball of shadow?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I trade you 2 balls of shadows.
I'll give you these 2 balls of shadows for sure.
Oh my gosh.
2
I
full
don't know
balls
that
of
I have anything
shadows,
that would be
just dust
of,
everywhere.
equivalent value to be able to trade at the moment, because I just traded my thing. I just traded the fairy dust, right? And then I got boots of Elvenkind. I got cloak of Elvenkind.
Wait.
And Elven chain.
When did you
You
trade
didn't trade
the
fairy dust.
Yeah, when did you trade fairy dust?
I thought it was a part of the trade for the deal.
No. The loot that he just traded away was literally a legendary item that he crafted himself.
Ah, okay. Well then I have a pack. I have a bottle of fairy dust.
That would also
I don't know how to do.
be a good trade.
Magic.
You don't need to with fairy dust, says Profi.
Are you saying I can pack it into a bullet and make it explode bigger?
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't, but you could.
So the difference between fairy dust and pixie dust was that the fairy dust allowed you to cast the spells that fairies can up to level 3.
Oh, I don't know what spells fairies can do.
Would you like me to look it up for you?
I think
Sure.
it's like like enlarge, reduce, fairy, fire, and probably like sleep and typical face stuff.
Kayate! I cannot find it.
I know
I
they
can
turn
find it.
invisible, but I think that's like
So,
just a thing they do.
Fairy is not popping up. That's annoying.
sorry, I think it was
There's sprites and spriggans. I don't know if fairy is different than a sprite and a spriggan.
How do you spell pixie?
excellent.
IXIE.
Okay, pixie's not showing up on my manual either.
There definitely
well,
should be a
I remember
sprite.
you specified that a fairy and not a pixie at the time. Because it was in that town that we ran.
Right.
That was full of all the fake creatures.
The issue is fairies are now playable creatures than that they weren't when we originally did this forever ago.
But I mean, we could always just say it's the same as the pixie, except rather than it be the pixie dust to let you fly, it allows you to cast the pixie spells because they still have some.
Right. Let me see if I can find any of that.
Because the spells that they have is Druidcraft, Confusion, Dancing Lights, Detect Evil and Good, Detect Thoughts, Dispel Magic, Entangle, Fly, Phantasmal Force, Polymorph, and Sleep.
I can do most of
Nice.
those.
Which is all good.
So it like lets you cast one of those.
Ah, a fairy godmother. It'll load. Or not. Okay. Just piss me off. I got you. It won't load. Sorry. We used the bone fairy stats.
No.
That was my nickname in high school.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, the only thing I'm getting is the character sheets now. They've erased fairies from existence, and I'm very sad.
We'll find it eventually. Just not today. Not
Yeah, right.
soon.
Okay, so go
Yeah.
back to pixies because pixies are probably a fair choice.
They have Druidcraft, Confusion, Dancing Lights, Detect Evil and Good, Detect Thought, Dispel Magic, Entangle, Fly, Phantasmal Force, Polymorph, and Sleep.
Yes, that sounds like a good list of spells that can be cast from fairy dust.
Mm.
Polymorph has saved our asses on multiple occasions, FYI.
yeah, like the mammoth.
The
Ooh.
other
mammoth.
special thing about fairy dust that if you don't apply it to cast a spell, you activate superior invisibility.
Oh.
Unlike pixie dust, which allows you to fly, fairy dust allows you to disappear through the veil of the fae.
Nice.
And I don't need that anymore because I can just become invisible. So
You use less resources if you can use the fairy dust instead.
yeah, that's why I'm willing to trade it now. You know, willing to trade it.
But for someone who's a non-caster, like our bullet-wielding friend over here, being able to turn any one of the bullets they use this fairy dust on into one of those spells is a pretty powerful resource to
They
craft
shoot
with.
somebody and turn their bullet into Phantasmal Force.
Or
Spell
polymorph.
magic would be
Shoot
nice
someone at
too.
turn book go.
Well, what if you packed your bullets with dispel magic?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And just shot people wearing mage armor, and they're like, "What?"
Just
Yeah.
It would be- it would-
anti-mage gun.
What it would be more likely to be used for is like some type of god using magic and they're just going, "Pow, fuck you, dispel it."
The opposite
Put a
of
wall
Portal.
of force up and it just goes straight through it like
Or you make a bunch of bullets of dancing lights and you just have fireworks.
So an individual bullet of dispel magic, isn't that high of a chance. But if you have a Gatling gun or you launch all of them, then it's dangerous because then you have a very high chance of breaking the spell.
right? You know what?
So I will remind you,
I
you
think
only have 1 vial's worth, which would be the equivalent of being able to make 10 bullets with this ability.
yeah, gotcha.
That's still pretty good.
That's
mean,
really
so-
good.
It's a load of ammo. It's
Yeah.
hell yeah. It's 10 different 3-level spells. Like,
So my friend, I would say yes, but I feel like this is even more useful than that. So I'm going to let you have this because I know you use it. All right?
Okay.
I know that you're more shadowy anyway, and you can keep the fairy dust cuz it'll be fine. I was more just pulling your leg. Take the fucking ball.
Okay, well, I appreciate.
it's the nicest way to tell someone to
I
take your
will. I will do.
balls I've ever heard.
I'll try to pay this kindness in turn in the future, Coma. I appreciate it.
No worries. And we'll figure out something that you're able to do. It'll be all right.
I have many skills.
Wink, wink.
Good for
smiley
you.
face. I was going to say, wait. Say that line again one more time.
I have many skills.
Got him.
Pulls out the cannon. Anyway.
Giving or receiving doesn't matter to the dead man.
Oh, you call it the cannon too, huh?
Well, since I wasn't here, I'll need you to tell me what it does, whether it be now or at a later time or through text message or whatever.
The Shadow Ball? Well, would you like to
Yeah.
spend some Arcana and study it for a little bit, Mr.
Can I
Guy
do
thing?
any? Can I get advantage because I deal with the shadow spell because I suck at Arcana?
I will give you a +1. How about that?
A plus. Please give me advantage.
You know what? I'll give you your proficiency bonus.
I will take that. That's dope. Man, it's 6. That's better than none. So I get a +6. I'm going to use my dragon die.
I'll inspire him.
Ooh,
I
you're
got a
inspired.
19 total.
Don't need to inspire him. You're still inspired, says the bard.
Woo!
Save that for later. At least in the next 10 minutes. So, yeah, the Shadow Ball here is the essence of darkness compiled into a small ball. This ball is about the size of a fist. When applied to a solid surface, it makes that surface no longer solid. It can be made of any material, and anything that passes through the Shadow Ball's 5x5 door that it creates becomes intangible. So it's for as long as it needs to be. So if it's a 10-foot thick wall, it'll make it all the way through the 10 feet, or so on and so forth until the two sides connect. So basically, it is an open tunnel, but it is a one-time use.
Oh, dang it. Okay.
Save that for when we need to rob a bank.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. We're actually going to use it to escape the dragon's horde. So we're going to get into the dragon horde, take it all, and then step through the portal to escape. How long does the portal stay when it's made?
It will take you. You get to roll a 1d10, and that's how many minutes it lasts.
And how who can go through it? Anybody or
As long as it's open, it's open.
Okay, gotcha.
For the exception of shadows. So shadow creatures cannot follow you through the shadow veil because they caught. So don't be a shadow when you use this.
And that's how I get introduced into a different campaign. Okay, awesome. That will indeed be useful at some point to escape a, because we know how much I like to escape. Because I'm a coward.
Fucking coward.
We all know how much of a coward I am.
Hey, I'm just
I mean,
saying.
to be fair,
My character is 100% a coward. You do not get to live to be 1,000 without running away from certain fights.
Tactical retreat.
Yeah.
yes. So, now that we've discussed all that, what do you guys want to do next?
We can move on to the next event if you guys are ready.
Yeah, let's go on to the next event. Let's find some krakens, crackalackins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
During the down times, I would like to be doing the runic tomes. Actually, like learning from that and whatnot.
Okay, I want to roll and see how many days pass on the ocean before the next event occurs. I will be using a D10.
If it's even one day, everyone gets inspired.
Noted. So, then it's, unless I roll a 1, we're good to go. Haha, F you all are inspired. 2 days later, the next event occurs.
All right, everybody get an impression.
Hey. I was just gonna say, Fran's probably a little bit paranoid since she already got beat up by krakens. Now that she's on a boat.
Yeah, she's probably going through some PTSD right now.
Yeah.
Also, Freya,
I
don't know if any of these characters are your current Yahoo, but there are some artwork in the art page on our channel.
Okay.
Looks like it's all the way back in March, at the end of March. You posted like 4 or 5 things in there.
Maybe.
Anyway, sorry. So with that, you guys get to the next event, which leads us to a cool mechanic. Because you are in command of the crew, Captain, where have you assigned your crewmates, your 5 members? What positions do they hold on your crew?
Freya is going to be our gunnery captain.
Cannon.
Who has the best perception?
Not
Passive
Profi.
perception.
I got 19.
I'm
Fran?
plus
13 passive, not good.
Okay, you guys.
Just bare ability modifier.
Brian
Well-
might be able to look out than a gunner.
I have a 16 pensive.
Okay, then Freya, you're going to be in the crow's nest, being our lookout.
All right, with my cannon.
Sure.
Anyway.
Who wants to be the gunnery captain?
Skill that determines that is.
Oh! Actually, I have a feat. The stupid one that like inspires people and stuff and things.
Leadership?
Yeah, I took it to be able to buff my skeletons that you always never let me have.
Wow. Okay, this would actually be in a really appropriate time to throw him as the person who's in charge of the people shooting.
Okay, Marzek, gunnery lieutenant.
Awesome.
Fran, do you have any particular skills that would help in this situation?
Let's see: medicine, stealth, athletics, acrobatics, history.
Oh. Then medicine, you're going to be our doctor.
Okay.
And Profi will be first mate, so you're my runner. You fill in where you're needed.
Oh. If it gets foggy, she can also stand out on the front of the ship and emit light.
Look, Captain, a lighthouse. No, it's just another ship. Don't worry about that. Oh, look, you know what? We're gonna set this next event up. That's 100% what you're doing. Someone has told you to go stand on the front of the deck and just glow real bright, right? So
You're a Rudolph.
Right on. It's the footage on it is like oh, where did I put that? Crap. Actually, I don't have the footage. I think it's like 30-30, like a torch.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. You just need to be a bright light in the fog.
All right.
Damn it, that is the wrong horn. Funny.
I love
but
it.
but not quite. So do I actually have the right horn is the question. I do not. That is unfortunate. So, as you are standing on the front of the bow, you hear over your shoulder a large splash in the water, followed by a couple seconds later a under the water.
Yeah, not good. Is there a bell or a pulley system for anything like that, or do I have
We would have
to?
given you a bell.
You are standing at the end of the ship, being a bright light.
That's true.
You could yell
And have
real
a great
loud.
view, looking directly into the
Oh,
ocean.
dude, jumping jacks and yell really loud.
All right, roll me a performance check. Don't critically fail.
Oh, I can see where that would go. Oh, yeah, it is a critical fail.
Oh,
You can't see her. Into the
Yay.
water you dive!
Well,
Luckily for you, as you're yelling and screaming and whatnot, another thing hits the front of the deck. The rest of the crew is now alerted, but they just watched their light shatter off the front of the boat, and you have fallen into the water. How good of a swimmer are you?
A lot better.
well, I can swim real good for my race, I guess. Yeah, I don't think she has any like special aquatic anything or any. She
Okay.
probably half speed, but I can go 55.
So you can swim real fast because you're athletic. So I'm going to need you to roll an athletic saving throw as you're trying not to get crushed by the boat that you just fell underneath.
Don't get keel hauled.
You're also rolling at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Okay.
I would like to know. I stuck you below decks. The DM stuck you on front of the boat.
How would you
Let's
put her
see.
below decks?
15.
Doctor.
Do you want to add the bard inspiration?
Oh yeah, yeah. True that. Is it a D10 right now?
12.
Oh,
12. Oh. Yeah, we're up there. Add another 9 to the 15. So yeah, 24.
20. Okay, easy peasy lemon squeezy. This isn't your first time in the ocean, and unfortunately, it won't be your last. So you're able to avoid being crushed by the horny bard. And because you rolled so well, I'm going to say you're able to navigate your way to the slip deck or whatever you want to call it. Basically, the ladder that hangs near the edge of the water, so you can grab on if you fall out, kind of thing. So
All right.
your turn plus the movement of the ship will get to you that point, but that is your entire turn. The rest of you, you just saw a cannonball blow off the front of the boat, and your friend with it. So, prepare for naval combat. Captain, you are always first in naval combat, and you get to pick one of three things: brace, attack, or move.
if I wanted to come about, so like go broadside on the ship, would that
Mhm.
be an attack or would that be a move?
It would be a move because you're setting up position-wise. But
Come about.
currently, from where you assume the other ship is firing from, you do not have a good shot. You can fire your front cannons, not your side cannons. So you have 2d10 2d20 instead of 6d20.
We will come about.
Okay, so you're spending your turn to go broadside. Cool beans.
Yep.
What that means for everyone else here. You look out. You can roll perception check this turn because it's a movement, and locate the enemy and give bonuses for the following round. Gunner's quarters. You can't do anything because it's the first round of combat, and you're literally yelling people to load the cannon anyway. So moving first doesn't really hurt anybody because it's the first round. Medic McGee, you are on the side. Once you get up top and we start taking some damage, that will be important. As for Profi, since you said he's filling gaps, he will also be helping with the medic side of things. essentially, unless one of you get hurt. Because when you guys take fire from here on out, I'm rolling a 1d10. And if it's 1 through 5, it hits your positions, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For those of you that can't see my fingers and where they're pointing, if you're watching this video, I just pointed at Freya, myself, then Younger, excuse me, then Rhett, and then Fran. So, there's yes. I'm number 2, Freya's number 1, Rhett's number 4, and Fran's number 5, and the rest of the boat is the other 6 numbers. So there's a 50% chance of it hitting one of your guys' locations, and a 50% chance of hitting the boat itself. I will keep track of the stats of this ship
got a
for
nat
you, so you don't have to
one.
worry. Oh, that's unfortunate. The fog that the doctor was so kindly trying to help you with by glowing brightly is giving the enemy excessively good cover. So any shots fired this next round will be at disadvantage.
No.
Gunnery Sergeant, you have to spend your turn readying your ammo. How many cannons do you ready? You have 6 port guns. You can load them all, or you can load 3, or 2, or however many you feel. And those are side guns. Once you rotate to the front, you have to load those, and so on and so forth. Your crew moves with the boat, so prepping the guns ahead of time is kind of on you. But if you don't load all your guns, you can send your extra crewmates to load others ahead of time.
I'm going to take this opportunity to say, load all guns.
Okay, so
All
your crew this round takes all 6 cannonballs and puts it in the 6 cannons that your ship has. You guys broadside the enemy, which gives you a higher chance to get hit, but allows you to attack. So, thumbs up on that one. Next and not least is our medic. Medic, you're not doing anything special because your turn was burned, and we haven't taken any. Well, I guess we took some port damage to the front technically. You guys haven't taken any crippling damage at this point, so Profi really can't do anything to help out currently. So it is now the enemy's turn. I'm going to roll for them. And since you guys don't know what ship they're firing, you don't know what kind of ship you're fighting currently. The only hint I've given you so far is one of those cannonballs exploded under the water.
I thought
It's a submarine.
Are we a flying ship?
No, you guys
No.
are a regular
Okay.
ship currently.
I want the flying ship though. If I can have the flying ship, I'll be ecstatic.
Alright, you see 3 cannonballs fly your direction. 2 miss terribly, explode underwater, fly over the deck. No hit. The other one, though, definitely hits. And it hits the boat itself in the rear section, doing a whopping 11 points of damage. Which, for you guys, not a big issue. Your deck health, essentially, is 50 points a section, and there are 5 sections each. But if any one of those sections drops to 0, you have a critical damage in your boat.
Okay, so we need a bosun. So is it back to me?
It is back to you. They've used their turn to attack.
Okay. But we can tell the general direction that the
Yes.
shots are coming from.
Correct. Unfortunately, your eye in the sky cannot give you a pinpoint location to give better, and there's environmental BS in the way, giving you disadvantage.
Cast clear skies.
Can I cast spells and give a command?
So you would be giving up your turn in the command position to cast a spell.
The pressures of being a captain. Oh my god. I'm gonna. You know what I'm gonna do? Hang on. Let me see if I can actually do this before I say it. Da, 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 da. No, that's not gonna work. Okay. I'm just gonna fire in the best direction we can.
Okay, so you're using the attack command. Well, that will give you extra damage on the hit. So you get to add your what's your highest modifier?
5.
Then you will get to add +5 to any damage this round.
Sweet. That's my charisma. I'm shouting words of encouragement.
Okay, that's fine by me. Jumping over to our lookout. You're gonna give our boys advantage next round. What's the plan? You're gonna identify the boat. What are you doing up there and look at? You're gonna pull out your gun and pew pew away. You're gonna cast some spells. Throw your weapons. Pew pew with guns. I will note that you guys as players can also do your normal player actions as well, but it does take your command turn, so you can affect a larger group.
All right. I know where they're loosely firing from, right?
Yes.
Well, either way, they'd have to make a dexterity save for what I want to do.
What are you making them do?
I want to. What is it? I want to use the cannon. I want to use the big cannon. I can only use it once every 5 minutes, so might as well.
Okay, so what's the range on your cannon?
So if I want to do fire jet, it's 300 feet. If I want to do lightning, it's 1,200 feet.
Okay. The
So
lightning one makes it in range for sure. The fire
Yeah.
one probably not so much right now.
yeah. So I definitely want to do the lightning one because then it can have a chance of setting things on fire,
Okay.
possibly igniting any gunpowder barrels they have.
So you're just yeeting in the direction you hope the boat is in?
Well, I know how bullets work and bullet drop, so I'm assuming that like if I've seen any of these cannonballs like whiz past us, I'm able to kind of just like follow it from how it would work, you know?
I will give them advantage on their save from your lightning blast. How's that sound?
No, I think
What?
I think even would work personally. Just, having been so entrenched in the firearms.
Argument die.
Yeah, I feel.
If you want, we can do an argument die. I just have to roll.
Let's do an argument on it.
Okay. Argument die real quick, since I only have one dice out, because again all my stuff is put away tonight. You are getting 1, 2, 3. I'm getting 4, 5, 6. Oh, you have them. Younger can roll them. Sweet. Do you want red or black?
Give me the black.
Okay, that makes me red. Fine with me.
Well, that's because
What?
scissors.
What?
One more English. One more time. Aha.
Okay.
Okay. So disadvantage for this one, or they have advantage. You don't have disadvantage. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's something they have to roll anyway.
Right.
So.
What's the save DC for your cannon?
15.
All right. Well, rolled a 19 and not a critical, so we'll take the 19 plus pluses. The boat in the distance saves. You think there's a lightning strike? There's a lightning strike in the water. You don't know if it hit or not.
Well, they should be scared regardless.
I would be scared. They were just shooting at a glowy light in the distance, and then suddenly lightning fired back at them.
Yeah.
Solid intimidation jacket for
Can
sure.
I just yell really loudly? Fuck off!
Storm giant. Be afraid.
Sure. It's highly effective.
Good.
So
Do they fuck off?
no, if they could hear him over the ocean, then whatever. So sorry, hear her over the ocean. Coma, your loud voice inspires your crew slightly, but doesn't have any positive or negative effects. That makes it Pew Pew's turn. But he is not at his chair, so we're gonna skip him for a minute and come back to that.
I'm right here.
Oh! Now you want to show up? I see.
They're terrible gunny. Court martial.
No,
Right.
not
So
again.
your captain has told you to attack, which gives you a +5 bonus to the attack damage. But the actual shooting of the guns is based on your dexterity and your plus to hit is whatever your proficiency is.
Okay, so my proficiency bonus is a +6 and my dex is a high. Just a sec.
And you're inspired if it doesn't work out.
My dexterity is not as high as I thought it was. The 16.
A 16. Okay, so
So I have a
total.
plus 9.
Okay, so you have a plus 9 to hit with the cannons. Roll your d20s. How many cannons are you firing?
I can only fire 3 cannons because they're only on one side of the ship that can shoot, right?
No. There are 6 cannons on the side that you loaded.
Oh, okay. So there's 12 cannons total.
There is 16 cannons total. 2 in the front, 2 in the back, 6 on each side.
And I told all of them load up.
Right? That's good math. 6, 12.
I'm shooting 6 cannons.
14, yeah,
They're all
okay.
going.
Okay, you're
This
burning.
is-
All right,
this is
six,
a blowout.
6 rolls as you fire.
I got a 18. I got a 26. I got a 11.
That one misses.
I got another 11. I got a critical.
Criticals are good.
And I got a 15.
You should inspire one of those 11s just so we get more hits.
Can I inspire the critical to deal more damage?
Technically, you're the Valor Bard inspiration, so yes.
I will do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get to double the die on your critical. So you'll be rolling 2d20 and 2d12 for the damage. All the other hits, which was four other ones, right? You missed 2, hit 3,
two.
and,
Yep.
and critical 1. So your criticals
Yes.
doubled up, and then your others. So you 3d20 plus 5, or plus 15, because each one has its own separate thing.
3d20 plus 15. Oh. Man, those are the shittiest d20 rolls I've ever rolled in my life. Okay. I got a 3, a 5, and an 8 on the d20.
Ugh.
All garbage.
3, 5, 8. Wow, that's rough.
Yeah.
All
And
right,
then
Gunny.
I got an 11 and a 4 on the d12.
An 11
So,
and a 4 on the d12. So 15
6, 10, 16, 22. I don't get any more for that. That's for one roll, isn't it? For the critical?
more. Oh, that was just a critical. So
Yeah.
2d20. Okay,
So,
so
I
say your
got
numbers again, because you should only have 4
37.
numbers plus 5.
You said, why'd you tell me to roll 3d20?
For the regular cannonballs.
Oh. Well, then which one do you want me to get rid of? The 3, the 8, or the 5?
We'll just use those for the regular cannonballs. And you can roll 2,
Oh, okay.
2 more d20s for the other ones. So 3, 8, 5 is what? Before we get too far.
16.
Thank you. Plus 15. So you did 31 points of damage with those 3 cannonballs.
Damn.
You roll another 8 and 5. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
All right. So 8 and 5 plus the 16
Just
from
a
the d12s plus 5.
43.
It's
Oh,
56 points of damage.
All right. Across the board, you do 56 points of damage. Solid hits.
No, that was 56 plus the other damage that you mentioned first.
I see. You know what I also realized? You need to roll at disadvantage for all those rolls.
I probably can't get worse though. So I'm gonna start with my. I don't remember what the original rolls were.
Don't worry. Just roll 6 more, and if you roll any critical fails, it'll cancel out the critical.
I got a 10. I
Oof.
got the same number I got on my miss. I got a critical.
You're keeping your critical then. Good job. That damage is solidified.
I got another miss. I got a 13, so it probably made one of my hits a miss. And then one more roll, right? And then I got another 15.
Okay, so of the hits and that's not is that with the +9 or not including the +9?
That was with the +9.
Okay, so that means the only thing you hit from that was actually the critical damage. So what'd you roll for that? A +20 something?
56.
You wait 56 for just that single roll?
Yeah, because
Oh.
you said to double their damage.
No.
Because you said
2d20s
2d20 plus 2d10.
2d12
Or sorry, 2d12.
plus
Yeah,
5.
I didn't even add a plus 5.
Killing this boss.
So 66.
Okay, 66 somehow magically. Points of damage. So literally nothing changed because I did not account for the other damage. I thought that was already included. We need to be more clear on the communication there, buddy. So, 66 points of damage by the grace of your gods.
With
Still,
at one spot.
yes.
So if our boat has an HP of 50, does that mean their boat has an HP of 50 per section?
Maybe.
We don't know
Okay.
what boat it is.
This is true.
Also, you guys don't know what happens when you critically hurt a boat.
Also
True.
true. We're about to find out.
So, next.
Is the medic.
Medic! Hey, you can do your job. We've taken damage, Medic. Would you like to go try to repair part of the ship?
Oh, what kind of check for that?
Medicine, as you heal the crew members that were injured in the attack.
Oh, right on. Get this cat off my desk real quick. All right.
Like any real doctor. Get this cat off my desk.
If
He's
they
part of
die,
the crew.
send them to me for further healing.
If they're hurt enough, they'll come to you for
It's
further
a-
healing.
Nat 20, total 29.
So, sweet. The injured crewmates that were down here are restored to full health. Your guys' ship hull for that section has been healed by half the damage it took. You're really at 6 instead of 11. Which really means you healed one dude back to feeling okay. You kissed
Literally
the
plus
boo-boos.
4 health. You're okay,
Great.
commoner. It's fine.
So, next.
Next is you.
Me, yay! I can do the same kind of roll. Though I probably won't critical. And if I do, 12 plus pluses on my survival. Survival is trash. 14. So I do not activate any boat healing, unfortunately. I'm not that skilled of a boatsman at this point. So no help there. Sorry.
You'll be flogged later.
I don't like it. All right, it's the enemy boat's turn. You see the boat change its profile. Sorry, you don't see the boat. Ignore that statement. The boat does a thing, but you don't see any cannonballs fly at you.
He's going about. He's running away. Chase him down. So my turn?
It is your turn, Captain.
Was reload one of my orders?
Nope, that is
no?
that is on your gunner's thing. So you have brace, move, or attack.
No cannonballs came at us, which
Brace.
means they're probably reloading.
Mm-hmm.
We'll brace.
All right, you brace. Which what that gives your ship is a +5 to your AC, because that's your highest stat, right? Is that 5?
Yep.
Okay. All right, cool beans.
To the crow's nest.
Crow's Nest. There's a ship in the distance that you've been shooting at. You want to give us some better spotty location details?
27.
That's way better. So, using your spot in a 27, I will give you a choice. You can identify the type of boat or solidify its location, giving regular rolls to your crew.
Probably solidify a location, even though we've already ran out of our ammo that can be used currently.
Okay, so that now gives you guys, if you attack, normal rolls, not a disadvantage, until they move again.
Okay. Gunny.
I tell them to reload.
All right, do you reload all your shots?
Absolutely.
All right, you load the broadside fully up. That's your turn. Medic. You already critical last turn, so there's really nothing for you to heal any better because you're a medic, not a boats person. But you could grab a hammer and nail and try to patch things up like Profi.
Yeah, why not?
All right, make a survival check instead of a medicine check.
19.
Way better than Profi. You know how to put nails in other boards. You're able to patch up. Go ahead and give me a 1d4.
All right. It's that Kraken trauma. 3.
You do 3 more points of healing to this mostly healed ship.
Ooh. What are we down like 2 HP now?
You have
Yeah.
3 HP.
Yeah, you guys are
3.
doing great. Which means it's my turn. And let's see if we can make this ship ship shape. Nope. Profi continues to be useless in this fight. I'm not burning my psychic energy to not be useless. I yell back as a free action. Captain, I don't think fixing things is my shtick. Can I do something else?
What can you do?
You can assign me to any position you want. You said I'm the free runner.
Well, what other positions? What are the options?
In combat, that might be important. You could throw me on an extra gunning crew, right, and have me be like a singular reload somewhere, so I could load a single cannon per turn on my own.
Yeah, let's throw you on the forward guns.
Okay. I do that next round. So I tried some of this round. It's the enemy's turn. 2 large cannonballs come from above.
They got mortars. Shit, this is a big ship.
Ooh, that hits. Even with your +5. That misses. Thank you, +5. So as the first one smashes your deck, it was 1 away from a critical, just so you know. So you're welcome. You take a whopping 6 points of physical damage.
Ooh.
And 40 points of explosive damage.
Oh.
Oh shit.
This and I gotta see who it hits. So let me roll that d10 really quick and see which one of you motherfuckers just took the damage.
Let it be me.
Remember, we have a +5 to our AC.
No. The boat has a +5 to its AC.
Yes. I would assume that would also apply to us.
It hit the boat. You're fine.
Damn, it should have hit me.
Right in the center. They just put you right in the poop deck.
No one touches my poop deck.
How much damage was that?
46 points of damage to the center of your boat. It was like the perfectly lobbed shot.
Are they done?
That is all that you see them do. Yes.
Okay.
Ouch.
Gunning. Send the bastards to the deep and fire the cannons.
My turn? Oh boy. I'm going to.
Not your turn yet, but that's my command.
So he's activating the attack, which will give you the +5 to your damage.
So I've got a weird question.
Okay.
Would I be able to forego my turn in response to being able to use my action as a held action to shoot some of these exploding cannonballs?
You want to act like a flat cannon on the top of the thing?
He's a patriot for it.
I am.
Patriot missile defense system activate.
You have to remember something. I like guns. I think I can do this.
So do you have the sharpshooter feat by chance?
I do not.
Okay. I will allow you to hold your action and shoot at one incoming projectile. And you get to pick when I'm going to tell you when I'm rolling and what I'm rolling, and you can pick to like deflect one basically.
Gotcha. Okay.
So yes, I will allow it. What weapon are you using to pew pew with? Just out of curiosity.
I'm gonna be using my King of Hearts, which is just like my pistol, but the range is far enough. It shouldn't matter.
We got Clint Eastwood over here just pew 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 pew.
Yeah,
All right.
just
All right. The Duke up top. So yes, I will allow you to hold your action to be anti-air, essentially. So as long as the boat doesn't ram us, you're golden, Pony Boy. So
If the boat does ram us, I'm going to kill everyone on the
right,
boat with
yeah,
a gun.
that'd be a bad choice on their part. So
I'll tell you right now, you never want to ram the horny bard.
their poop deck explodes. It's a bad day.
The radon emissions are big with this one.
Right on. All right. Anyway, so you're holding your thing to pew pew. All right, the gunner. That's you.
I say start blasting.
You're firing all 6 shots.
Absolutely. I can't do worse than I did last time. Also, my person saw where the ship is, so I don't have disadvantage.
You do not have disadvantage because your spotter gave you their location per their last movement. So
I have 6 shots.
as a note for you, Captain, especially in this weather, movement is super important because it imposes disadvantage unless they spot you. So there is a point to movement, especially now.
Okay.
Movement
I'm going
also
to
gives
shoot my
you
6
a
shots.
tad bit of an AC boost, depending on position.
I got a critical and a 21.
Okay.
Wait, that's higher than 21 because I got my plus 9, 24.
Okay.
24. And then I got double 18s.
Double 18s. Is this adding your 9 or are you rolling these numbers?
That's adding the 9.
Okay. Just clarifying.
And then another 18 and a 14.
Okay.
That's it, right? 1, 2,
Okay,
yeah.
you clobber this ship with 4 regular hits and 1 critical.
Okay, and that would be 5 regular hits then, because I rolled 3 18s. A 24 and a crit.
Okay. Yeah, sorry.
So each regular
I
shot
said
is
the
a
wrong thing.
is
Yes,
a D12
D20 plus 5.
plus 5. Okay. Wow, I got that, and then I got that's lame. 9 plus 5 is 14. 13.
So just as a note, if you guys had clear sight, the other thing that the advantage of moving would break sight, so they couldn't like target a specific spot on your ship. Also, the gunner or the sight can point out targets and specify where all the cannonballs go, basically.
And then the crit damage special is what's added to the crit?
It doubles the dice, so you still only get the
so
plus 5 at the end, but you get 2d20, and if you were inspired, you would have got the 2d12. But since you're not, it's just the 2d20.
Oh, nice. Okay. That one's actually good. So I got 19 and an 8, so 27.
Nice.
Plus 5, so 32. Okay, so my crit was 32. My 24 was 10, so I'll just add it all up.
Yes, please.
Doesn't matter where, like, do they all hit the same spot, or how does that work?
So, because you guys aren't calling spots, like specifically targeting them out, you just are hitting the enemy HP pool, right? Unlike your guys' ship where you have hull breaks and that kind of stuff, I have damage thresholds that they have to go through.
Okay.
So basically, the more
Got it.
damage you do, the less stuff that they can do to you.
20, so that's 30. And so 30 plus 32 is 62. Plus 14 is 76. 76 points of damage.
You do 76. Is that including your crit?
Yes. Because the crit was a 32 points of damage.
That is considerably better than before, I think. Maybe. Perhaps. Not that much better,
Barely.
actually. I was going to say, your crit last time was 66 somehow. Yeah, those D12s were helpful.
Yeah, the D12s.
So, solid damage. Good hit. You guys notice that parts of their ship are, well, you can't see it. Never mind. I can't update you on the status if you can't see what. But there's yelling and screaming in the distance.
Bran, tend to the crew.
Yes. She looks around for wounded.
Everyone looks okay.
All right. Then I guess it's the big hole in the ship.
Oh,
Then
I take that back. Yeah, you guys took the 46 points of damage. Sorry, my
Like,
bad.
how are we all?
Um.
Hmm.
So never mind, Fran. You can definitely do some medical helps.
awesome. 15.
15. All right. So you do a little bit of healing. Go ahead and roll me a d4.
You want to inspire that?
Sure.
You are allowed to do so. So add a d12 to your d4.
Mm. That was good because I rolled a 1. It makes it a 12. 11
right.
and a 1.
Solid healing. Solid healing.
In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti.
You take him to church. So 12 points of healing done. So if you guys do your math and your stuff, you're still under 50 on the center section.
Nice.
Doing good. Which makes it my turn.
Trophy load your guns.
All right. Profi loads the front cannons. Or at least one
Those
of the two
front
front cannons.
cannons are already loaded. The side cannons aren't loaded.
The front cannons definitely.
But you're on the side cannons.
All cannons are loaded except the side that's shooting the bad guys.
No.
Yes, because I said at the very beginning of combat, everybody load cannons.
Yes, and you have 6 stations that you can load at a time. That's your max.
Oh, I thought it was I thought I could only shoot six
No.
shots. So I said everybody
So
load
if you
cannons.
take the time to load all the cannons and don't fire any of them, you can fire 16 shots in all directions. So if we're surrounded by enemies, way more useful. Since Profi's loading a cannon by himself, I can load 1 cannon at a time. I don't have a crew.
Yes, I understand that. I'm just saying at the beginning of combat, I said everybody load their gun.
I understand, and that loaded all 6 of the guns that you were on the side of to shoot.
Okay. That was something not explained, so.
My apologies. I'm explaining it now. There it is.
Enemies.
The enemy's turn. Yay! The enemy moves. The broadsides face you.
Beautiful.
Hmm.
We're also going to move.
Okay.
If we're like this, like, okay, so we're both, I'm assuming we're like this, facing
Sure.
the same way.
Yep. Currently.
Okay. We are going to move this way.
Okay, so you're going to flank in front of them. Interesting choice. So that'll give you a harder profile to hit them because they're a smaller target, but they will have less guns on you, allegedly.
And if they ram us, they will die.
Okay, so you've moved positions, which will give them disadvantage on any of their attacks, and you see no guns go off this round because they moved.
Well, then it's Fry's turn.
All right then. Looks like they're trying to do the broadside. I gotta see where they're at, don't I?
Correct. Yep, because they changed positions on you.
All right, well, that's what I gotta do then.
Roll it.
That is 23.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. You are giving your spotting bonus to your allies.
Yep.
So they get regular rolls. Next up, Gonzo Clock.
I say load the guns.
All right, you are loading your cannons. Load. All 6
I
positions
say
are fixed.
specifically to load, I guess, the front cannons because we're aimed at them front-wise.
You are not.
No,
So
we are
what-
broadside. Front is facing
Okay.
us.
I tell them to load that side
Okay.
that can shoot the enemy.
Easy peasy. Got it. It is loaded, friend. Next up, medic.
You said there was no wounded to be seen. There's still a big hole in the side, though.
There
Yeah,
is
can I
still-
see? Can I see
Well,
the enemy ship through the hole?
keys. Technically, it's in the middle of your deck. So, are you down below or are you on top deck?
Hmm. Probably wherever the crew was, mostly.
So you
to,
can
like,
probably hop down to the lower deck. So because the shot came from the top, no.
Okay, then patching the hole it is.
Patching a hole, patching a hole. Roll your survival.
Oh, 5.
Not helpful. You pulled a prophy, forgot the nails.
It's a hectic situation.
Tad bit, tad bit. Also, you're trying to repair lattice work with 2x4s.
I'd
Different.
like to imagine that she just has the wrong bit for her screwdriver, and she's like, "Oh no, I grabbed the wrong bit, so I can't do the screws."
I don't know what D&D session we're playing that has electric tools, but whatever.
Seemed
It's
fun.
Profi's turn, and as per the captain's last command, I continue loading a cannon. The front cannons are loaded. Congratulations.
Woo. Enemy's turn.
Younger looks like he had something to say.
No, it's fine.
Okay. I didn't load both of them. That was 2 turns worth of me loading things, just to be clear. So Profi isn't running around loading all the things at once. Pew pew! Away! So, another large volley heads your way. 2 large
A
mortars.
large volley?
Yes,
Oh,
mortars.
three. Shit.
Pew Pew McGee, would you like to burn your held action?
Sure.
Okay,
Heck yeah.
I'm firing 2 shots. So you're doing it on my first one or my second one?
Whichever one seems like it's gonna get closer.
Poor choice, but okay. So you fire at the second one. Go ahead and roll to see if you hit it.
Awesome. $24.
Solid schwackadoodle. You hit this thing and it explodes above the ship, causing no damage to the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, the other one hit you guys.
Damn.
So, physical damage and exploded damage, and then I'll roll location in a second. All right. Does 10 points of physical damage and another 40 points of explosive damage. So 50 points. Let's see what section it fucked up.
Please hit one of us. I don't want to hit the ship.
Poop deck. It's got that center blown the fuck out. So it takes 50 points of damage on top of the other damage it's already suffered. So, because you have taken a critical hit to your center of the boat, you are now sinking. What this means is any damage dealt to the ship in that section now spreads equally across the other sections. So, since it is past 50 by... What did you guys have it at? So it just did 50, and you were at how many points?
I don't know. Did we heal it at all in
You
that
did.
last round?
Yeah,
like-
you guys
like
12. So cut off 46 minus 12 is 34. So every other section of the ship for the other 5 parts of the ship takes 34 points of damage.
Dang.
Every other spot takes 34 points.
Yeah.
What are these?
Jeez.
Your ship is
What?
basically
It
falling
wasn't-
apart. No, it's just a regular explosive round. They're just putting big holes in your ship, friend.
Can we see this thing yet?
Yeah, I think I might
no.
need someone to cast haste on me, so I'm able to fucking.
Can I
I mean,
shield on
yeah,
on the
I
boat?
thought I said I know where the fuck it is.
Yes, but so yes, you spotted it. Yeah, sorry.
How far is it away?
About 900 yards, 900 feet.
All right. So my next question is, which one of us can cast haste? Because I might
can
just get
cast haste.
myself on. You can? All right. I might just fly down to you and then yeet myself over there as fast as possible.
My only problem with that is then we can't shoot the cannons.
No, I mean, I guess you. No, we could have Profi take charge of that while you cast it on me.
It's true.
That's
He's
also
doing
true.
that doing
Yep. How close is the ship?
About
The enemy
900
ship?
yards.
Yeah.
900 feet.
Jesus.
Cannons have hella range.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
But if I'm able
Um,
to get close enough to it, I can essentially just snipe them from afar. I've got some mithril bullets, so
Put tiny. I'm just imagining just tiny ass bullet holes that they just take a small cork from any bottle, and just shove inside of it.
nah, I'm just gonna aim for the captain.
A debilitating attack.
Yeah.
Oh no,
They're
the
gonna
fat
fucking
bastard's dead. Now we have to make our own decisions. This is the worst.
yeah. Kill the captain, then kill the first mate, then kill the gunnery sergeant.
I'd kill the gunner and then the captain.
So, jokes
Most of the
aside,
time, you kill the head of the snake.
that's
the
the
body
enemy
won't
turn.
move.
They pewed you with the mortars.
I was looking to see if I can do anything as an individual, and I don't have anything nearly that range. So
You
I
could always
guess
you could always clear the skies.
I can. It takes 10 minutes to cast.
Oh well,
I thought that was the first thing I thought about doing. I was like, oh, I'll just clear it. I can't.
damn ritual spells.
I think the ship is fucked.
I think
So
we might need to start moving.
Do we have anything that can create like a wall?
it doesn't matter if we move because apparently they can just spot us anywhere we are and fucking nuke us with mortars. Like moving to, I tried. We're now facing the best way we can. They still fuck us. So
Yeah.
fire the ship. I guess fire the guns.
Unless their
choice.
ship's in better condition.
We don't know
Again,
what it is.
I was gonna say you guys haven't identified it or its status or anything like that. So, but like I said, you guys hit it pretty good a couple times. Essentially, your boat has 250 hit points. Is the easiest way to think about it, and you have a good sized regular ship.
I'm just trying to figure out how we got like what was it, 32 damage to each section? Like shit.
That's the disadvantage of having a crippled section because of how damaged it is.
To every other?
Yes.
Yeah, we're
That's
taking on water.
I would think it would be like just an adjacent section or sections.
You're right. It would be just adjacent sections or sections. It's in the center.
All right,
So,
Freya, do something. Save us.
well, Captain, what you said? Fire, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
All right.
As a note from last time, you spent your turn to target the boat, and it has not moved, so you don't have to worry about retargeting them. They still have regular shots. You can now use your turn to identify or other things of that nature.
Can I identify and then move down, like to Marzak? Can I do that?
I don't see why not.
Cool.
You'd just be losing your position on the top deck, but
That's fine. Like I said, I want to get next to Marzak so Profi can, take over that. Marzak can give me haste, and I can try to get out there. Do we still have the earrings, or were those traded?
They were traded, and they also need to be attuned.
They need to be attuned.
did you? No,
Yeah.
you still have your earrings. You just traded the.
Oh, that's
no,
right. I traded
no,
the
no,
double.
no. I take that back. You did trade. You traded them for the rod.
Yep.
Okay.
Damn. This would be useful with the earrings.
It would be if they didn't need to be attuned. That's the only reason I didn't use them.
Too bad we didn't get bracers of calming waves. Just kidding.
23.
23. Okay, so you can identify two things about the boat.
All right, how's this fucker looking?
So, health wise, you're thinking it is about 50-ish% donezo. It
Any
has
crippled?
it has 2 crippled locations.
Okay,
Oh shit. All right.
if that's the case, then
What
I'll-
locations? The center?
No.
I have to say,
Course.
if that's the case, then I'll just stay right here where I'm at. I won't move down to Mars X. And I'm just like, oh, yeah, it's looking pretty shite.
What's
So-
the other thing you learned?
Would you?
Are you telling me to
so
shoot
you
it
get
again,
you
or
get
hey-
you get 2 things, and then the other option. What else do you want to learn? Do you want to learn the class of ship?
Yeah, let's learn the class of ship.
All right. So you guys are dealing with a brain work here. A ship hunter. So basically, high weapons, low health.
Gotcha.
Big old glass
All
can.
right, it's looking like a pile of shit, and it's also just fucking awful. It's a ship hunter. I think they're looking for pirates. Which one of you stole something?
All of us.
I stole the hearts of young maidens. Just kidding. That's how I got
Literally the
so
hearts of
many-
young maidens.
Jars.
I got a jar of dirt. It has your X in it.
Yeah.
All right, Davy Jones. Who's next? Guns.
Mars X. Fire your guns.
I start blasting.
All right, you're firing all 6.
Absolutely.
Can I reaction give them divine retribution?
No.
So I got a 1. However, I'm gonna burn a luck.
Okay.
That's not much better. But it doesn't explode my hand. So
This is true. Ones on cannons are bad. Heck, up to 3s on cannons are bad. So just keep that in mind.
Well, as long as it's not a 1, he's got a +9.
Right, but if you roll a 3 with a misfire number on a gun, they don't. Things happen.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
you never mentioned that.
Yeah, it hasn't come up yet. I mean, you can ask the gun expert in the corner. They deal with that all the time.
9 plus 9 is 18. That hits. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Well, I had a 2.
Okay, so it misfires and doesn't go off.
Oh,
Okay,
fun.
cool. 6 plus 9 is 15. Okay. So that was a misfire. Okay, so I got a does a 15 miss?
A 15 hits.
Oh, then I got 5 hits.
5 hits. Roll your damage.
Which is just a critical, just a 20.
Make it good or you'll walk the plank.
I don't-
Well,
I
since you say
I
that,
don't think it'll make it through this volley.
double 8s. A total of 6 for the next one. And a 13 and a 10. So I got a total of 1, 2, 3. 45 damage.
Is that including the 5 plus 5 for every cannon hit?
Nope. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 25 more. So that's a lot more. That
Seven.
is 55.
70.
You said
No,
45.
plus 5 per cannon. So 5 times 5 is
You were at
25.
45, right? 45
my
plus
bad.
5 is 70.
You're right. I forgot to add that last thing.
Congratulations there, cannoneers! You put another 5 holes in this ship, and you hear the crew on the other side scream and shout as their boat is shredded. Another 70 plus points of damage puts it over their max hull, and you just hit everything. Just remember the scene from Pirates of the Caribbean where the captain's like walking through the boat as it's exploding? Just one of those kind of scenes where it just tore up. This boat is a little bit smaller than yours, and you can see it has a whole bunch of stuff on the deck, various types of ammo, other things, plenty of crew, but it's only a double decker from your understanding of how boats work. So it's a bit smaller than yours. So your damage that rips through it hits one of those explosive barrels sitting on the top that they've been flinging at you, and this thing just firecrackers.
We should go save those people.
We turn about and go search for survivors.
Ah, the noble choice. So, because Captain, you have chosen the noble option to go save survivors.
No, this is for slavery.
Go ahead. Go ahead and roll me a d12.
A D12, he says. 4.
There are 4 salvageable survivors.
Salvageable. Pull them aboard.
Can I have the unsalvageable survivors?
Sure. There's another 8 bodies that are recoverable but not alive.
That's fine. They will be.
Push them out, lads.
You do so in the course of about an hour. Would you also like to loot for the other things that are still salvageable from this boat?
Yes, please.
Yes.
All right. Roll me a d100 2 times.
D100 2 times.
Yep, but separate them so I know the numbers.
We want their treasure.
So one is equipment and one is treasure. Just so you guys know.
88
Ooh, okay.
and a 16.
Okay, those aren't bad. Keep those numbers in mind. Let me pull up my little treasury thing really quick.
I know this probably isn't the right thing to do, but there are now 4 people that I want to ask very, very respectfully if they would all like to play a game.
Oh no.
Russian roulette
Yes, actually.
with each other.
Yeah.
5 chambers with 4 bullets. One
I
hit
don't.
walks out.
I want to know.
You said 88 for the first one, right?
I want to
Yes.
know if we lost anyone in our crew.
Oh yeah, yeah. You guys, of your 250 hit points are down to like 50. So you've lost 2/3 of your crew.
Oh, great! This is perfect. I actually do want to play Russian roulette with them.
Wait.
I would like to
We
question
don't
them
necessarily.
first.
We might need them. You know, they
Yeah,
could
I
have
want to
information.
Nah,
Okay.
we don't need assholes that killed our own men.
I want to know stuff, and then you
Yeah.
can kill them.
Okay, so go ahead and roll me. Another d6 for your equipment that you find.
4.
Okay, so you find 4 sets of those very explosive mortar sets. They're basically you can't fire them because you don't have a mortar, but you can throw them off the edge of the boat and use them as basically sea mines.
Oh,
That's
okay.
a lie. I have Bigsby's hand, and it has like a 27 strength. I vote that I can throw it.
Yeah, sure, you can throw it a whopping 30 feet.
What? You could tote no Bigsby. If I could throw a regular rock 30 feet, I feel like Bigsby's hand should be able to throw it further.
It's like 200 pounds of TNT, you weirdo.
And it's
It's
900
like a
feet away.
27 strength.
Yes. So let's think about it this way, right? 10 strength allows you to throw something like 30 feet. That's like a rock, right? That's a boulder.
Okay, so let's look at stone giants then, right?
I like
Okay,
this
so
debate.
if we
Continue on.
consider
I'm listening.
a 20 peak Arnold Schwarzenegger, the strongest human being on Earth, at a 7-year-old, can
Actually,
they throw more than
Time
900 feet?
out. Arnold Schwarzenegger is actually only a 18 on the strength scale.
Okay, half Thor Bjornsson, whatever.
19, but all right.
So,
The rock?
so
Anyway.
stone giant can
Lower than
throw
that.
60 to 240 feet,
What's
It's
their strength?
900 feet away.
and their strength is a 23.
Okay. So, cool. But what are they throwing?
Giant boulders.
Oh, okay. Fair. I'm going to tell you as the DM, I'm not going to allow it. You can use it to throw it, but it's definitely not have the same range as a mortar. Get a fucking mortar. or use a catapult at 9th level.
There you go. That's not a bad idea.
I don't even think that would technically work because it only goes up like 5 pounds per thing. But whatever. The other thing you find that was interesting among your things is a set of interesting dice that might appeal to the captain.
Ooh, I'll take the dice.
Okay, and now for your treasure. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, some of these really suck for titles choices. I just want regular fucking treasure. Nope, not. Okay, you said 16.
Yes.
Gotta find the right chart. Sorry. All right, so you're able to gather. Wow, that's actually quite a bit. 60. 50 gold point gems. So what are those? Sapphires? Sapphires are 50, right?
So 50
There's a lot.
sapphires.
Yep. Floating in a singular container, floating on the ocean, unlocked due to the rapid blowing up of the vessel. You find a container with 50 sapphires.
I will give 10 sapphires to each crew member.
That's going to be really useful because I just chose the a certain spell that they can be useful for.
I now have 11 sapphires. I had one before. Yay! All right, so we are at the 2-hour mark. I'm still good to play, but do you guys want to take a 5-minute break for going potty and all that fun stuff?
Sure.
All
Yes.
right. People that are watching, we
Yeah.
will be right back. We're taking a 5-minute break and continuing our sea adventures. All right, you're good. Run away.
I have a question. I've been ignored.
He had his headphones off by then.
Oh. You guys want to hear my idea?
Sure.
So I can only throw this thing 100 or 30 foot, right? Is what he said.
Yeah.
Which is the same as like a normal for a normal person. What if I gave it like a giant sling? Like just like some giant netting and used it as a sling? You think you'd allow that to improve the range?
No idea. It sounds cool though. There might be like a bunch of parts floating around in this wreckage you could use to build something.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like another ship's sail or like some nets that they had or something, and just like
Yep, plenty of
because
rope.
Bixby's hand, like it's not super fast, but it can be summoned up to 120 feet away and stuff.
You could probably use part of a mast, like one of those big wooden poles, to like make
Like a fucking javelin.
what?
Like a javelin. Yeah.
Yeah. Or you could make some kind of like arm and use the rope and well, I don't know. We don't have anyone like mechanically savvy, do we?
Well, like I'm just thinking like, because for instance, like a stone giant is only a huge creature. Like I don't know how big a stone giant's hand is, right?
Yeah,
But like
they
Bixby's hand
regularly
itself
throw
is
stones, though, right? Like they're
yeah,
proficient with it.
it's stones. Uh, like that's their specialty. But I was just using that as an example because like
How
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 big
far?
a large creature.
Bigsby's hand just floats through the air, right?
Yeah, Bigsby's hand just floats in the air.
How far can it move before you throw?
It can only move 30 feet. That's why I was like, if you gave it like extra range with
Yeah.
a sail or something, you know, because it can be summoned
Yeah.
out to 120 feet. So if like we got within 120 feet of another boat, it can be used. That's why I'm
Wait.
like,
There's a bunch of different kinds of slings out there. Is there one where you could like make a basket at the end of a rope or something and toss stuff out of it? Or
yeah, I mean, there's all sorts of slings. I'm just talking about like a generic sling, you know, that they use in D&D. Whether it be a cloth sling or a leather sling, like all slings, from my understanding, I think they improved the range to 120 feet or something like that. And so,
yeah, it's like a light one-handed, right?
yeah,
Oh, well, Bigsby's hand's just the one hand, but it has the 27 strength. If you have the appropriate size sling, I don't know. DM's discretion, right?
yep. I think that would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be
I think
awesome.
like
I'd never expect that on a ship.
it wouldn't be as good as a mortar, because a mortar can apparently shoot 900 feet or whatever it was, right?
Oh,
So it's like it's not that good. So I don't feel like being able to hit somebody from 240 feet away is asking for too much. It would just be something that we could use rather than like, oh yeah, the ship's on top of us and I'm gonna explode ourselves with it, you know.
how far can you summon the hand out?
120 feet.
120 feet, and it moves a 30, and it can throw a 30.
Yeah. Oh,
So
it has the thing, so I can't split it.
And if you added the sling onto that,
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh, I get these spicy chicharrones from the island.
nice. Sounds. I just had Denny's, man. That sounds way better. I know, right?
Wait, you just had what?
Denny's
Oh,
earlier.
Denny's.
Before
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Denny's closed down not too long ago.
Not what I heard you say whatsoever. Way better answer than what I heard in my head.
Right.
So Roger,
Uh-oh.
can we grab a sail out of this ship, and if an enemy gets within a certain range of our vessel, I have Bigsby's hand turn into a sling, like grab the sail and use it as a sling to throw it further.
Sorry, I'm chewing on stuff. I would like to say no, but I will give you a chance with the argument dice.
Okay. Yeah, 2 argument die in one night.
These are sassy. All right, let me put the thing back on our faces so we can see her. Here, I'll even click on your screen so we see you. You're being stared at. All right, before you roll, what color am I?
I was making you green because I'm always black.
Fair? All right.
But I'll roll it again if you want, because I won.
What was your roll? I just need to know what color I am. Okay. Bigsby's will now be using the barrels as possible improvised weapons.
Can I have the same range effects as a stone giant throw?
As a stone giant throw. Sure.
Well, I didn't figure it could shoot as far as the mortar, because apparently the mortars can shoot, 900 feet or something crazy?
Mortars have 1,500. Regular cannons have 1,000.
This wasn't going to be anywhere near that. Just so it's useful, the 30 foot is, we're never going to be able to hit anything.
They get real close, and you just goof them up.
But the stone giant can only throw up to 240 feet.
Okay, cool. That's a reasonable ask. I will allow it.
Okay. Is that going to be at disadvantage or not?
It depends on the
Okay.
setting. If you guys are in the fog again,
Gotcha. We can add that to our armaments. If Bixby's hand is summoned, can launch Law Border 242.
just out of curiosity, can you guys hear me munching?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I will stop eating those. And sorry for those of you watching the video later. As I'm just... I will mute myself
All
for
right.
later.
I would like to take Freya and interrogate the rescued sailors.
What do you do with the drunken
Don't
sailor?
an ionic person, can't they like read their mind or something?
I also have like crazy intimidation.
I also have suggestion.
Okay, I can just intimidate them and not waste
So
the
there are
skill slot.
4 crew members down below. 3 of them look to be in pretty hard shell shock, and then there's another guy that just seems to be looking deadpan as soon as you enter the room.
I intimidate the deadpan one immediately. I like get in his face, and I'm like, "You salty son of a bitch!" Like,
Would you like to roll an intimidation check?
I would.
Oh, and as a note, this character is a Goliath.
23.
Well,
What?
what do you well?
I have no idea what you're saying.
He said, "What do you want?"
I heard well. uh, who are you and why did you attack us?
We're magic vessel transporting goods.
Bullshit. Is he trying to deceive me? Because I'll counter it.
I guess he's trying to deceive you. Please, yeah, well, actually.
Did you roll? I rolled 24.
Oh, he rolled a 19.
Ha ha ha. I know you're lying. Why did you attack us?
Captain said do.
Why?
Why,
Who was
why?
captain?
Oh, Captain Warhol.
Captain Warehole?
Yeah. Warhol.
Isn't that the
Warehole.
captain, the woman?
No.
No, that was Winnipeg.
That makes me feel good. Yeah. Oh.
What were you doing? Like, what is your ship's mission?
Captain said, attack pirates or other ships. We attack pirates and take them well.
So you're pirates.
No. Merchants. Yeah.
They're privateers.
Okay, I'm sick of this guy. Hand him over to Freya.
Oh, this will be great. So, this game that we're going to be playing right now involves this gun and then me just seeing how long it takes to get to the bullet that's left in here. So, you're either going to tell us where the flying ship might be, because I'm assuming you've probably seen it recently, or you're going to die here. And
It's
then I'm
like
just going to
truth or
go with the
dare.
rest of them.
Truth
your
or dare. The
friends.
dare is always shoot yourself.
Hey, wait, you talking about the flying ship, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Don't do the thing to the friends.
Don't do the thing to the friends. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, a little wood elf is speaking in the order right now.
This is a little wood elf.
Yeah.
Okay, he sounds like Optimus Prime.
Right there.
Yeah,
enough.
this is the wood elf.
So,
He always sings the low parts of the shanties.
He's like the elf from Rudolph that's like way down here.
So, how far out are they? When was the last time you saw them?
Just time out for 2 seconds. I hope you guys know I have no idea what these voices sound like because I also throw an accent on top of it every once in a while that you guys can't hear because it's covered up by the AI. So, I'm really
The
just
new
guessing. Really just guessing on the voices here.
Both of them sound like demons.
Good, good. I'm glad.
We're from the same part of the world.
They
Sounds like
have
a
an echo.
Scandinavian, like the deepest one from the
Oh, you don't have
dark.
the echo there. Is that better?
A little bit.
Oh, that's a little better, yeah.
Okay, sorry. I forgot to mess with that.
So,
Where's the flying ship?
where are
Fun
they?
ship. You mean the red berry, right? That's what they call it.
Yeah, the one with the red stripe. Where the fuck is it?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, where is it?
We saw. What did we get? It was having something big.
It was hunting something big.
Yeah. Tentacles and everything.
Tentacles and everything. Hey, Fran.
Hmm?
What did you say you were hunting that was big? Did you say it had tentacles?
She just spaces out and whacks her thumb with a hammer while she's patching up the ship.
He's having non-flashbacks.
Yeah, it's cracking.
That's what Gavin called it. Yeah.
That's what they called it?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. All right, so you know what that means. My next question is, do you know the mending spell?
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
prove it. I'm gonna like take a fork out of like my pocket or something and break it and be like, do it.
He looks to his tied hands behind his back. He goes,
Oh, it's great. Yeah, cool. You shouldn't need to be able to look at it to do it, so it's now behind your back as I'm holding the blunderbuss. Do it.
oh, yeah, magic filter figures, yes.
What?
Magic flow through fingers. Yes. Your spoon has been fixed.
All right, cool. Who else knows how to do that out of your little lot here?
Oh, you pick things up.
Why do they all sound like they're Eastern European?
They are.
So all of you can?
No. But it's the no.
Okay. This fucking thing is impossible. All right.
So sorry.
All right then. You, Mr. Mendy Pants, Fran. I'm gonna
Yeah.
pick him up by the back of his shirt and then like toss him over to Fran. And be like, "This is your new friend. He can mend, make your job easier." Now,
she
any
cracks
of
her
you
knuckles.
three believe that you were able to help fix the ship?
Oh, I've fixed a few ships in my time.
All right. What can you do?
I'm a teamster that fixed the sails.
Okay, send him with Freya too.
All right.
I feel like she can handle 2 sailors.
You're going with that one over there. Plus, grab a couple extra men just to keep an eye on them. Now,
Oh, Overcut is the one surviving female.
now you, sweet cheeks.
What are you good at?
What can you do? Because I have been itching for a game to be played in the name of my god.
I cook things. It's the cook. I said that. I feel like I said that. Of course, so you once said yourself. I'm an expert at it, but
I don't
So-
understand a thing you're saying.
There's a cook?
Is this one hot video?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
sounds kind of like a
accented.
different language. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something about it being a woman cook?
Would that snap better?
No.
Yeah.
Honestly, meh.
Yeah.
Beth Snappener?
Really turn that down. Is that better?
Is that better?
Is that better? Yeah.
Try with a bunch more syllables.
Is that much more better for you all to hear?
Yes.
Much clearer.
Much
Damn,
more
I have to
better.
talk
More
super down.
enunciations.
Okay, I will work on that for this so it is easier to understand.
Damn.
Okay, so what do you do?
I am the cook.
Oh, good.
I cook
We need one of
things. I'm
How-
good. I'm better than most Allied cooks you'll find on the sea.
How attached are you to your friend over here, the Goliath?
Physically,
Yeah.
mentally, spiritually.
Emotionally.
If someone stabbed him in front of me, I would probably cry a lot. He wouldn't even have to die.
From joy?
No.
Oh.
Oh, goodness. Well, we can't exactly have people that we just killed a whole bunch of their friends on the ship and trust them to cook. Right?
No, you don't
What is
trust
the
me.
Goliath?
I'm a very
Yeah.
trustworthy person.
How much
What
did
does
your
the Goliath do?
captain pay you? Oh, sorry.
No, good.
How much did your captain pay you?
Captain pay full wages. And depending on trip, anywhere from 100 to 300 gold generally.
Lord.
Man,
Well,
you
the-
had a good captain.
Great man, yes. That's why I've worked with him for so long.
What does the Goliath do?
I move heavy shit.
Great for loading cannons.
Yeah, and yeah, he could be a gunner.
I would love to have somebody.
Alright, so let's just get this all straight then, friends. Newfound acquaintances, newfound crew members. You either work for us and we do give a good wage. Probably not as good as your old captain. Keep that in mind. But you get to live. And no one gets to play my game. Unfortunately for me. But let's just remember that you guys get to stay as long as you don't do anything to harm the remainder of our crew or any of us. Everything will be fine. Right?
Yeah, the boss man, for sure, for sure.
Alright, everybody in agreement? You two over there with Fran, you lady who hope you don't give us dysentery.
Yeah, totally, I'm ready for it.
Who's the
All right,
fourth
then.
person? Because we have the Goliath who can cast mending, we have the seamster, and we have the cook.
No.
And then who else?
Goliath can't cast mending. We
Okay.
have the elf who can cast mending. We've got the teamster.
Oh, okay.
And then we have the cook and the seamster, whatever they are.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
All right, then I'm gonna insight them.
Yeah, I'm good too.
I might have to start visiting the kitchens more often.
That's a nat 20.
So all of them are pretty forthcoming. Rhett's intimidation to the Goliath at the very beginning was very effective. They really haven't lied after the original deception. And in all honesty, looking back at what he said they were merchants of death. So him being a merchant ship might not have been an exaggeration.
We did not hear merchants of death.
Didn't catch the death part.
That's part of the accent. Sorry.
Side note, what are these dice that I got?
We'll just say they're very lucky for you. They always seem to roll high.
They're weighted.
Oh,
They're loaded dice.
too bad I never get I didn't get those in real life. I'm
Does
gonna
that
toss
mean
them to
It's a fantasy
Does that
game for a
mean-
reason.
whenever
I'll toss them.
whenever Rhett's character does a arguments die, he now gets the advantage.
That's funny.
Argument died me for it. That's a great effect.
Okay.
Hey, I got you. Okay, you're gonna be what color, Rhett?
I'll be green.
Okay, so regular rules on this one, but if you win from here on out, you will always have the advantage. So if you tie, you win.
I'm sorry, you lose.
Unfortunate.
Well, I have a pair of loaded dice, I guess.
They could be magically loaded.
All right, team. I need a flavor decision here. Do we go
Kraken.
with the scary berry, the white
Scary
haze, or the peach perfect?
Scary berry.
Peach. Always peach.
Yeah,
Scary.
peach.
All right. I know who you be as men now. Yeah, peaches.
Always go for the peach.
Mm-hmm.
I really am glad that this is actually really, really good. Otherwise, I'd be very upset. I usually don't like peach things, but these are good.
Yeah, you were just at my house saying you don't like my peach tea.
Yeah, no, I really don't. But this is actually really good.
Wow.
All right then. Well, if any of you fuck up in your jobs, just know that we will be playing a game that night.
Watching you.
All right.
And I let
And
down
the-
my form, and it's just scary seraphim, multi-eyed, multi-wings.
And the game is called Monkey Grabs the Peach.
No, it's called roulette.
Oh, no one knows Monkey Grabs the Peach. Okay.
Also, if you become a creep to our new cook, I am going to have some serious words with you.
Who, me?
Yes,
I'm a creep to all cooks, though. It's not just her in particular.
it doesn't matter. She doesn't have a way to get out of here besides death.
Also, I'm the captain. So
Actually, there is another
And
method. I
I've
could
got a
just
gun.
Why does this remind me of the scene, The Implication? He proposed to her in the air, and she said yes. Yeah, mostly probably because of the implication. What do you mean? You know, he's the one flying the aircraft. They're 1,000 feet in the air.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Was she really gonna say no? It's fucked up.
I get to do something related to my my backstory right now. And that is those who go against us serve us in death.
Did you say backstory?
Yeah.
Also, you fished out all those bodies. What was it, 12?
It was 8.
Did you count the ones in our crew that died?
I was not,
that's
no. So I don't do that.
okay.
So my rule is you either serve me in life, and if you willingly give me your body, I will use it to continue the fight. But if you are my enemy and I kill you, then I will resurrect you to further kill more enemies.
200 strong skelly crew would be really good, though.
A voice in the back of your head sings. There, Mars X.
Nice.
It's time to let me out.
Who's
Release
that?
me.
Who? Who's talking?
Your handy dandy best friend from the dark Shadow Lord himself. Release me.
Oh, are you talking about my patron?
Yeah, duh.
I say, if you all excuse me for a moment as I step out to the back of the ship.
Hello. It's me, your boy, Shadow McGee.
I pay my respects appropriately.
Hell yeah, that's what I expect out of you. So, Home Dog, I got a gift for you. Since you brought me such a cool pet super recently, I thought I'd return the favor. And here you go. And he hands out a small statue.
I hand out my hand.
Sweet. Take that with gratitude. Talk to you later, dude.
That's not how he is.
Why is his patron Owen Wilson?
It's just like a dark, gloomy, shadowy, scary figure, and you're just like,
Hey,
okay, what is my
wow.
statue?
I'm gonna
With that
replay that later,
comedy.
and I hope it's as good in my head as I thought it was.
It's
Because again, the accent on top of the AI totally throws up what they sound like in my brain, and it's great. So you have been handed a dragon statue.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh,
Dragon
because
statue.
did you hand over Flemeth's body to this thing?
Yes,
I got a dragon statue.
you do have a dragon statue.
Is that an actual item or?
Yeah.
Okay, so I gotta look it up. Gotcha.
Well, I mean, it's a homebrew of how statues usually work. This one is in
Where
the
I can
shape.
summon one?
Yes, this one is in the shape of an Eastern style dragon, just like Plymouth.
Nice. How
So-
how often can I summon it?
Like once a week for an hour at a
Can I
time.
get stats for that eventually?
Yeah, ancient black dragon stats.
Nice. This is whack.
You have donated several very important bodies. I thought it was an appropriate returned gift.
That is epic.
Good return
Is it
investment.
an undead dragon when I summon it?
It looks exactly like Plymouth would.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Awesome.
That's pretty cool.
I take it.
Again, it's a very Eastern style dragon comparatively to like the ones we usually fight, but it still has all the stats of a black dragon just to make life easy. For aesthetics, those attacks and things come out as mushrooms and spore like stuff, but they do the exact same damage as if it was a black dragon.
They don't resurrect the dead.
No.
Which
Yet.
means you can summon a dragon, and then I could summon a dragon, and every enemy will poop their pants.
Fuck it.
And we
Just
still
free
have our
polymorph
allies
me into a dragon.
You guys could also summon an soon-to-be ancient turtle dragon, as well as another ancient black dragon that's its own character, along with a fleet of dragons that you have bound to your existence.
Also, our army.
Turn
We
me
are the
into a
dragon.
dragon.
I mean, if we take a moment in character to talk about all the positives that we have on like help us reserves, there's not a lot that would stand in our way of any objective currently in front of us.
Why
Oh,
don't
and the
we
most-
just send dragons to each of our enemies and burn down their villages?
Well, the issue being that that's not a terrible choice, but you don't know who your enemies are. Right?
Your siblings.
Right, yes, my siblings somewhere on the road, but not all of them are bad. You've met good ones that have helped us.
We
This
met
one.
one. We met one.
1 for 23 is, terrible
Not
odds.
very good.
You met me.
No, it's terrible odds.
We met who was best friends with one of my siblings? That was
That
Franz-
wasn't a sibling.
Oh, Barrymore.
yeah,
Back in
Barrymore
the
was
day.
best friends with one of them.
It was best friends with a hippo.
No, that was me. I was
No,
best friends with him.
Yeah, the Profi just stabbed him. It was great.
Oh, and the strongest ally of all, my dad.
Right. Yeah, you have
Oh.
you have a legendary bard on your side. At this point, 2 legendary bards because you're level 17, which makes you guys all technically, if you think about it, like legendary characters. Anything 17 and higher is like in-game level shenanigans.
I still can't deal my mummy rod attack.
Yet. Soon. Wait for it.
So, do we go about fixing the ship before we Like just yada yada. We fix the ship on the water. Can we do
Would
that?
you like to spend a day doing so?
I think that's probably a good idea before we get
Okay.
into something else.
You guys spend a day fixing the ship to your best ability. Captain, since you are the leader of your crew, you will lead the healing efforts essentially, so I will let you roll. You're going to roll a D100 to see how healed your ship is by the end of your construction. Again, you can't get any lower than a third, so anything lower than 33 means you didn't actually fix the ship at all, and it's just kind of limping along.
99.
Wow! So, it looks like the bits and pieces that blew off the other ship were very compatible with the bits and pieces that they blew off your ship. And you put most of your ship back together. So it's at 95% health at this point. So you are back up to... because all sections were damaged, I'm going to say at this point all sections have taken 5 whole points of damage or whatever. No, sorry. They've all taken 2 points of damage. I'll round down.
Right. That's pretty dope. That was the greatest roll I think I've ever done.
Good job. Good job, Captain. Good job.
I'm turning out to be a decent.
We're just gonna leave you on the ocean. You're doing great. Great things there, Captain Horny Bard. Is that the ship or the captain? Both. So, I also need you to roll me a d12 to check the morale of your now skeleton crew.
Can I roll at an advantage?
Literally.
Yes, because of your regular abilities.
We have 7 skeletons currently roaming.
Important. Good to know. 7? Okay, so
Yes.
relatively upbeat. And
Wait, actually, that wasn't.
So, like, legitimate skeletons.
Still 7.
Okay. You guys are talking at the same time. I understand there are 7 skeletons added to the crew, which means they don't have to sleep, which makes being the skeleton crew much easier. But the 7 morality is good. You know what I mean? They're no one's gonna run away. There's no fighting amongst the people. It's tense, but not unlivable, to say the least. Freya, you alive there?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm just
good.
thinking.
Sorry, you were staring at that screen for like a good 5 minutes.
No,
Making sure you're not
I'm
frozen.
thinking because did Rhett grab True Polymorph?
Yes.
Well, you have met an adult gold dragon.
I've met all the dragons.
This is also
An
true.
adult gold dragon is a CR-17. Which means you can turn any one of us into that.
I cannot. If I
You
go
can't turn
creature to
evil.
creature, it is a level 9 CR.
I thought it was object to creature for level 9.
Oh, it might be. Hang on, let me look. Oh yeah, it
if
is.
it's creature to creature, it's your level.
Yep.
Equal to or less than the target, so yeah.
Which means that you could do that, and that would turn me into a gold dragon, and then I can use the change shape feature of the gold dragon to be myself, and then just have a dragon form ready to go.
A lot of metagaming there, but I mean, technically, I guess that's correct. When does True Polymorph end, or does it have an end? Because it has
It doesn't
true.
have an end.
No, it does, up to 1 hour.
Really?
You could
Concentration
turn
up
a
to 1
cannonball into
hour.
a whale.
Oh, wait. Oh, you
So
could.
you can cast True Polymorph as a permanency spell. It just takes a while.
Yeah.
It's like written in the description.
Let's take a look.
Still fun to turn people into spoons and stuff. That's an awesome spell.
Yeah, it is.
So I see
True.
object
Oh.
to creature. It says if the spell becomes permanent, you no longer control it.
Yeah.
But I don't see anything permanent for creature to creature.
Creature to Object to creature, creature to object, creature
I
to
think it's one of those
creature.
things where it's like if you cast it like once a day for like X amount of days, like for a year or something stupid.
Yeah.
It says if you concentrate on the spell for the full duration, the transformation becomes permanent. It says
Yep.
that in the first chapter, like the first section, first paragraph.
So you just gotta concentrate for a whole hour.
Oh yeah. The spell lasts until it is dispelled.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you want to be a gold dragon? I'll do it.
It's something for in the future. I was just
I mean, we have a
very
whole day to
curious.
fix the ship. I got an hour to kill.
Let's make sure the ship is fixed properly, and then we can worry about that.
You know what's
So-
cool? Does it say
The target's gear mends into the new form. The creature cannot activate or use or otherwise benefit from any of its equipment.
Yep. So the way it would work is dropping everything and then doing it.
it actually says the creature is limited in the actions it performs by the nature of its new form and can't speak, cast spells, or take other actions that require hands or speech unless the new form is capable of such actions itself.
Yes, which the
So-
new form of a gold dragon has the ability to turn into a humanoid,
Yes.
And speak.
which and speak and cast magic. Anyway,
And dragons are also known to cast spells while in draconic form as well.
mm-hmm.
I could do it to all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, just fly
If
to
you
the
guys
next
want-
area.
Look, I just need you
If
to
you
wait
got-
a couple of levels till we're level 20 and then do that with some kind of like a blue dragon or something, you know what I mean?
Okay, that's fine.
An adult blue dragon is also CR 17.
No.
Or are you
An
talking
ancient.
about
Ancient.
an
Make me
ancient
old.
dragon?
Yeah. There's a couple of
Ooh.
CR20s that are ancients if I remember
Just
correctly.
live. We can become the nation of dragons. You can be the dragon emperor.
Yeah,
We
up
can be
until the
cool.
magic is dispelled. But yeah.
We could lead the dragon hordes and dragon allies into battle.
It'll be like you're playing an Oblivion campaign, you know?
I was
Oh.
just about to say, call me Talos.
Yeah.
I could become a dragon and then go
Julius
visit green
Talos.
dragon.
That's an option. That's yeah. Just concentrate on yourself for an hour. Bam. In there,
I
like
concentrate on myself all the time.
So what is it? Your CR20 ancient dragons are white, topaz, and brass.
Ooh, topaz.
Also, ancient lunar dragon is 19, crystal dragon is 19.
I want to be a lunar dragon. That sounds dope.
Right?
I don't
Yeah,
want to be brass.
Where's Moon Knight? Come back, Moon Knight. We need you. We're turning you into a lunar dragon.
Right. What is it? Dragon tortoise. Dragon turtle is a 17. Dragon tortoise is also 17.
You can be a turtle. Oh my god.
Adult time dragon is 8.
You can be our bow.
18.
We already have one. We have a dragon turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you could be the dragon turtle. You
Become
could be our
the
bow.
avatar of
Just
Beelzebub.
shouting commands as
Anyway.
the turtle.
Oh, I could be a cosmic heart.
I have an item that I've now crafted just for this scenario. Thank you.
The anti-dragon wand?
Oh no. Much worse than that.
The anti-polymorph wand?
Nope. Worse than that. Way worse than that.
Dispel magic and in a radius.
I mean, that would be bad too, but no, way worse.
The DM doesn't want us getting too OP item.
Nope, nothing like that. Totally opposite of that.
The DM wants to make us ridiculously OP and end the campaign item.
No, of course not.
Bring back dragon slaying arrows.
Bring back. They've been here this whole time.
No, you're shooting the dragon slaying arrows on us when we turn into dragons.
Exactly.
We run into archers with all dragon slayer.
Yeah,
You guys flew into one
Slayer
anti-dragon
Rangers.
fort in the world. It's been deactivated for thousands of years, but they heard the dragons were coming, got their war boners on, and were ready. It even affects you when you're not in dragon form, because you have truly turned yourself into a dragon. Every single one of them had dragon slaying swords. It was some bullshit.
All right, do we know where this jazz bolt is now that from the description of the sailors?
You have a relatively good idea, and you think with the right winds, you'll be able to catch up as long as they are continuing the same path. But they did just inform you a day ago that it was chasing a kraken.
So I have a question. I don't remember what item it was, but the item that we were using to track Flemeth, can we track anything else with it?
You have to
Oh,
have
the scribe.
yeah, you have to have a piece of the thing.
Didn't we take his daughter?
No, it's just a negative to find it if you don't. I just don't remember what the spell's called.
It's scrying. It's a 5th level spell.
Okay. Yeah, you don't need anything. It just helps a lot if
Right.
you do.
Didn't we take his daughter with?
Yep. Oh, is she still alive?
Let's
Did she
find out.
die?
If she's not, she can be.
She's still from him. I mean,
Yes, she is alive.
I'm going to use her to scry.
Just pin her down and stand still. This is not what I expected, Captain.
TSA.
This is usually not why people bend me over.
Well, we'll get to that later. But for now, we need to scry.
Wait.
No, don't touch me there. This is my no square.
Everyone knows this song just because Red's the captain. They're just walking around the boat the entire time, just...
That's actually our ship anthem.
I'm coming in.
I thought that was us.
That's not bad. That's Swiggity's.
Oh, right. You're right. Sorry.
So what kind of bonus do we get?
Be gone, sucks!
Possession or garment. So is that like a -4 to their save?
That would incite that his daughter is his property.
Or body part, lock of hair, and bit of nail is a -10 to his.
Well, now, if we assume body part or lock of hair or bit of nail is due to the DNA, then his daughter would count.
I will count it, but it will only give you a +5. Or a
The -5.
Yeah, -5 because they have to make a save.
Now, honestly, they need to make a save against the spell save.
All right, rolling to save. What's spell save DC? Who's casting? What's going on?
It's a wisdom. Who has the highest wisdom?
No, that's not how it works. So it's spell.
Oh, it's a
DC.
save with wisdom. Yeah.
So my spell save DC is a 18.
Mine is 19.
Why are you better than me?
I was hiding.
Who is hiding?
You don't know.
Okay. Well, my spell save DC is 19.
Okay,
so see if he can.
And you know how to cast the spell, right?
Yeah, we all. The dragons taught us all.
Yeah, we all do.
Right. Yes. Yeah. We all know how. Just only 3 of us know how.
Can do.
Spell slots.
Hey, what do you get when a character rolls a 0?
Critical fail.
Like
a double critical.
We know exactly where they are and what they were thinking, and we can see what they are seeing within that moment.
I was hiding.
There's his voice. That's what he sounds like. B2 Dubs.
Oh,
He's actually just right above us the whole time. We've
I was
been
gonna say, I
directly
think-
underneath.
he
Where's
should
the
be.
Kraken?
That's the result. Is he's here right now.
I will allow it. Rhett, you have a dagger at your asshole and your dick. Don't move.
Choose carefully. Only one's gonna make me mad.
I'm going to die.
Who are you, and why are you threatening me with a good time?
1 second, you gotta find his voice. Give me a little bit. I think I used this one last time.
I'm here because you were looking for me.
Oh, Jazzbold the Slimy, huh?
That's me, motherfucker.
Freya,
Hmm.
I would like you to put a gun to the daughter's head.
Sure.
Well, that's kind of rude.
I suggest you remove your blades from my bladeless bits, or your daughter will be blown to bits.
Sorry, sweetheart. Nothing personal.
It was kind of personal, but not good.
No, nothing personal towards her. For you, apparently it's really personal.
Oh, I see. So, who are you, young? Before I remove my blades, I need some information.
What kind of information?
Who are you? Why are you following me?
My name is Captain Brett Stonybrook of the Horny Bard.
I read the name of your ship when we snuck up on you, so I knew most of that.
I didn't understand any of that one.
I
I
think
knew most of that.
Oh, you know that. And we've been looking for you.
How does that?
we heard tales of the mighty Captain Jizbold the Slumbly, and we
Is there a
are
reason why you're messing up my name?
oh, it's a cobalt name. It's hard to say. And
Oh, one of those, huh?
yeah,
Maybe you don't see the
are
color of my skin, the wings on my back. Maybe you should learn a little bit more respect.
all right. Cocks the gun. Let's get this all nice and situated, okay?
I'm pretty
Please.
situated. Blow their fucking brains out. See what happens. You hear much cannon loading in the background. You look up, and there's a flying ship tilted vertically above yours.
they
This
hanging
would be
on?
great. Oh.
How high is it above us?
Like 100 feet. Definitely within spell range.
I
But also,
would like
the cannons that are aimed at you are not going to miss.
I would like because this is an instant action. I would like to cast True Polymorph on his ship and turn it into a giant octopus.
Why would you do that? It's gonna land on it.
It's friendly when I turn it into an object or turn it into a creature.
So I'm switching to my DM voice here. Remember with the whale?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're gonna whale yourself is what you are about to do.
When you make this
It
into a
crushed that
bird,
tower.
like
It's
Make
a
it a
it's a
turtle.
hun-
Make it
it's
just a little
100-foot
turtle.
drop for this octopus.
Make it a tortoise. Make it a little baby. Make it a tortoise. Make it a fucking
No,
rabbit.
I make it a giant octopus. It's friendly. It's also a mollusk, so he's squishy. He's probably not going to sink us, but if he does, we can float on him.
I don't want to deal with that. Just turn me into a dragon.
But I'm also
No.
taking away their advantage.
Turn it into a bird.
I just also want to note that there are crewmates and all kinds of other things on this thing. So like the boat, the thing you were talking transform, the explosives, the things that aren't attached to the boat, all that fun stuff just falls the 100 feet. Is it gonna be hell? Just so you know.
Bird. Turn
Our
it
ship
into
is
a
moving,
bird.
is it not? Our ship is moving, so like that might miss, right? Maybe we're lucky.
So, just to clarify, when you say giant octopus, do you mean the actual beast, or are you like turning it into the
No,
equivalent
the actual CR9 giant octopus.
CR9, sir? The CR I have for giant octopus is a CR1 creature.
Hang on. Let me look to see what I looked
Thinking
up
of,
earlier.
like,
Oh, giant octopus. Is it a CR1? Oh, you're right. It is a CR1. Why did my filters not work? Stand by.
You can turn it into a bird, right?
yeah, turn it into a rock. Rocks are cool.
Turn it
There
into
are
a
no-
giant pillow so that it doesn't sink our ship.
I could turn it into a Yeti.
That seems so mean.
Turn it into a giant net.
Honestly, dude, turn it into a
So
bird
looking
and then
at
drop
D&D
concentration
Wiki, there's a
afterwards.
colossal octopus.
Ha,
That's a CR15.
Can't do that. It has to be under
It has to be
CR9.
a 9. I could turn it into a corrupted giant shark.
Dude, do what you're gonna do. Follow
what was the
through.
CR on that rock way back when?
On the what?
Pretty high.
Oh, the rock.
The rock. It's it. Oh, rocks are high. CR. Never mind. It's like
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
it's a super huge eagle-looking thing.
It might be a 9. But that's
That
for a
was like
regular one.
I mean, you could turn it into like a clay golem, but that would just go to basically be a cannonball through the thing. Fire giants. Glasgow.
That's what I'm saying.
Trent.
Turn it into a bird and then
What's the max level you can
and
turn it into?
then
CR9 or lower?
Turn it-
9. Yeah, rock's an 11.
You could turn it into a Hydra. Or really funny if you could turn it into a T-Rex.
Heh.
T-Rexes have a history of goofing up boats on the ocean.
Actually, no. Fuck it. Do it. Do it right now.
I could turn it into a.
If you turn it into an animal, I can do my ability to send creatures and things to the Shadowfell.
It's
And then
friendly.
it'll be sent to the Shadowfell as a fucking octopus or whatever.
Right, but
Does
it's
anyone have
friendly. I don't
Shadowfell?
need to do that. It's on our side.
What's like legit, dude? Just turn it into a bird. Let everything fall off of it.
Here,
Drop
I'm gonna-
concentration. Let me get up there, and I'll just fucking have the ship and fly it
Can you
down.
turn it into a just
Time out.
an
Hey,
automatic
time out.
boat?
DM is
Hang on.
just tell you time out.
Young Blue Dragon. There we go. CR9.
Okay. Does it make a save or do you make a roll?
It's an inanimate
Stand by.
object. You can't make a save.
Can I just haste on our
It
boat?
makes a wisdom save, but it's an object.
Okay.
So no.
Why is this boat?
I feel like there's some kind of shenanigans here. 10 seconds while you're using true polymorph, right? 9th level spell.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. The range. That's what counts as.
30 feet?
Yeah, it's 100 feet up. I established that earlier.
All right. That didn't work. Sorry.
Did he put down the weapons that were on
No,
on
you
Rhett's
got
gooch and balls?
Nope, still there. You got the gun to the girl's head, but you just noticed there's a flying ship that is rotated to face y'all.
So it's 100 feet.
Yeah.
How about we do something very amicable in this situation? How about you lower your weapons, I lower my weapon. We'll be okay.
I like that idea. That's the solution I really want. But sorry, let me get back to the stupid voice.
Please don't.
Please don't.
You guys don't like that one?
What does everyone feel about Firestorm?
I don't like any of this. Our
That's the
ship is
fun spell.
gone at the end of this. Like, no matter
I feel
our
like it
ship's
would
fine.
also activate all of the cannons that are aimed at us, and we would also get bombarded, and we have like not enough HP for that.
I might
Yes.
survive.
But it's called mutually assured destruction.
I don't like that term very much.
You could just turn it into like a Chinese lantern, and then when it
It's
wears
It's
off,
too
it'll
far
just
away.
It's at a
be
range.
somewhere else. Oh yeah, duh.
So
Firestorm's 150 feet though,
Yeah.
yes, but it's not a reaction, so
but it's an action.
it is an action. So anyway, I will be polite to my players that are not happy with the silly voice and choose a different silly voice. Is that okay?
I would be just as fine with no silly voice at all. That would be real great for my noggin right now.
I would like to ready an
Wait, what's
action.
this one sound like? How's this one sound?
If just long if you enunciate, it sounds fine.
Oh, so
Yeah.
We go back to this one and I speak like this. Is it better?
It's a
You need
little
to talk.
rougher.
Yeah, you need to talk slow and very clearly for the voices to work.
That's so much effort, though.
That worked really well.
Then don't use it.
Okay. Anyway, who are you? Answer my question.
I
The
am
weapons.
your worst nightmare.
Doubtful. You don't look like my wife.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you don't look like Swiggity.
Wait, you know Sriggity?
Oh,
Yeah.
Really? Where is the little bastard?
Is that tent still here?
The tent is not there.
No clue.
he's just hanging out in the tent, letting us get bombarded.
What? Wait. He puts his weapons down. You know Sriggity, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We can come to an understanding.
Maybe.
Perhaps.
Great. Take me to Sriggity, and we'll put this all behind us.
What do you need from Swiggity?
I need him to take me to a different guy.
Can I get a read on this guy? Like, I want to
Yeah, can I insight the
perceive.
fuck out of this guy?
Yeah.
Is he
I
a
want to
good guy?
perceive his like level and like his ability. That's what I want to know. Like, how strong is he?
All right, switch back to the normal voice for a second. You can make an insight check, 100%, and then I'll kind of give you a little bit more depending on how you roll.
Okay.
Alright, so I rolled my insight, which was 19, but I'm also gonna roll the D12 of Bardic Inspo.
All right, do it. Good time to use it.
My insight was
That's
24.
I just got a 29. Oh no. 30. I just got an even 30.
Wonderful rolls between the two of you. All right, so you
got
guys
me an 11.
will
more
get
on
4
it.
pieces of information. Rhett, you will understand the first 2 pieces of information. Sorry, the first 3 pieces of information, but the last one is only understand by the man that just rolled a 30.
Okay.
The woman that just rolled a 30. My apologies.
The
comma.
thing.
The angel,
The roller of the 30.
the person who wants to play Russian roulette.
Listen, it's an offering to my god.
Fair. Okay,
There's no
so
Russian there.
you guys can decide what information, because basically you'll understand the same stuff until the extra thing. So the first 3 you guys decide, and the last one Frey gets pick.
I would like to know CR.
Doesn't have a CR, has a level
I would like to know a level.
20 plus.
Okay. Go ahead.
You can choose all this. I'll figure out the last one.
Okay. What else do I want to know? That was really I want to know how strong he was. I'd like to know his HP.
Class.
We have one more.
We have 2 more.
Yeah.
Well, I have 1 more. You have 1 more.
Okay, so what are you? Is HP or his class?
Both. Give me those 2.
Okay, so his HP currently is sitting at 416.
That's not a class.
What the fuck
It's
is
several
he?
boons.
Yeah, those boons are nice.
Um,
And his class.
and his class, what's the best way to describe this class? It's a multi-class, but it has 4 different ones. So, he is first and foremost a rogue, followed by a fighter,
Mm-hmm.
followed by a cleric,
All right.
followed by a warlock.
Okay, how many levels in each class?
I'm not telling you that.
We already did the levels then. That was one of the things that was established.
Yes. Yeah, you know he's a level
20
20.
plus.
Mm-hmm.
So he's part warlock. So he has some kind of patron.
And he's also a cleric, so he has some kind of god. The two might be not mutually exclusive.
All right, Freya, you get the last one that we don't know.
All right. What was it that you wanted to tell us? Like, DM with a 30, what information would I be able to glean that isn't something of the normal variety?
Like, how much does he care about his daughter?
I mean, to be fair, he didn't cut off your private parts, so that's nice. So at least a little bit.
Mhm.
And I feel like the flipping of the boat over and exposing it to you guys, to let you know he was serious about her, probably a lot. You don't really get an insight that one. That was pretty plain and baked into the writing there. I feel like, something that with a 30 insight.
Does he have any legendary actions, and what are they, or something like that?
That is well. I can tell you one of his boons.
I don't feel like that's worth it, considering we already know he has fuck ton of HP.
I have to say, I'm not a big fan of that one. I'm thinking more like, does he like Swiggity wanted us to kill his ass, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Swiggity was just not able to find him. Is that what the issue was?
Allegedly.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Swiggity did not say he wanted him back alive.
No.
What's his fucking weakness?
What is it?
Whoa, that's a good question.
Wow, inciting someone's weakness. Mortal.
Like,
He's killable. I don't know. He doesn't have like a glowing red dot.
well, I
that is
mean,
his
like,
weak spot. Oh, you guys are frozen.
Is there a particular damage type that he was more?
Okay.
Does he have a really weak wisdom score? Does he have a really weak?
Time out. Y'all are frozen. What I miss?
Yeah, there's an unstable
exploitable
connection here too.
Okay.
like, what is the most exploitable thing about him?
That's
Loves chocolate.
Right?
I mean, if you guys
He
want
will
his,
literally kill himself for a pat on the back. Right in between his wings, he can just never get right there. I understand the struggle, trust me.
if you're gonna say
Another
his
question
weakness is strength, and that is his lowest stat.
Okay.
Lowest stat.
As a
well,
he was a fighter second, so I guess that is something.
Because he can be a
that's-
dexterous fighter.
Yeah.
Plenty of spell slots, access to all the gear.
What is his most profound fear?
Right.
Americans.
Well, no. So now we know that he's a weak bitch baby. With a lot of health.
With a crazy amount of health.
So we should
Well,
kill him somehow that doesn't involve HP, like drowning.
because he's weak, he can swim the water.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
I'm gonna grab him with Bixby's hand and put him underwater.
Yeah, that could work actually.
Nice.
How
Yes,
many
I hate
things
you
are we going to
guys.
smash this into?
Fucking hate you guys so much sometimes. Fucking, I'm just gonna take
You
Big
just-
Fat Boss and drown him. Okay, we're going this route. Cool beans. Fucking
I
someone.
polymorph the daughter into a barrel.
into a barrel of fucking gunpowder.
No water, then we drown him in it.
Oh, fuck.
Whoa. Dude.
All right. So the one thing I want to,
And if he breaks the barrel, it explodes and kill his daughter, so he can't destroy the barrel.
Right. Now he's trapped. Either she dies or he
All right.
dies.
I've been gone for a few. Does this person deserve that?
No, she's just a hooker. She's done nothing wrong. She's been nothing but kind to our group. I just want you guys to know that you are 100% crossing a line here. That is too far. Not as a DM, great. I love it. As Profi on the other side, watching you turn someone's daughter into a barrel and then drown them with it, I'm not going to be okay with this. Just so you guys know, that will not be chill.
You know what, Profi? I'm the captain now.
Lady.
It's the dwarven princess all over again.
So here's the question. I look at Rhett. I'm like, do we elaborate further? Well,
I mean, the fact is, we don't know how to find him. I'm not saying this out loud in character. This is cross table. We don't know how to find Swiggity. So even if we tell him, okay, well, what the hell do we do?
can't really give him a heads up.
What was up with the random teleportation with Fran to Swiggity? Was it? It was from the water consumption and all that.
Oh, he literally just like showed up, grabbed you by the shoulders, and said, "You're coming with me."
Oh, right on. Okay.
Okay, so I'll say to Jazzbold, even if we wanted to take you to Swiggity, he shows up. We don't go to him.
He shakes his head knowingly. That makes sense. But if he keeps coming back, that means at least one of you is marked, right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Has any of you
So
spent
here's
an
the-
excessive time with him recently?
How
Yeah.
much is excessive?
More than a couple hours?
More.
Maybe.
Well,
What would you want with that person?
nothing. Just I'm gonna stick by them for a while.
What
Okay, it's
time
Fran.
frame are you trying to get to?
Yes. You said my name.
The betrayal.
Okay, I got you.
Profi over there, like, okay.
So what time are you trying to get to?
Well,
And
I
are you
heard.
taking your ship or is it just you?
I mean, I usually leave my kids in whatever time frame they are born into. But yeah, I don't know yet. Usually that's a discussion for me and him. We play this little game. You see, I catch him, he gives me a boon, and I go to a new time, and we keep repeating this process until I become a god.
Sounds like we should stop him.
So
And I'm real
anyways,
close. You know, what I mean, 1, 2 more times at most, and then maybe because you help me, I help you.
What kind of god?
A time one, kind of like
But
swinging.
like, what do you do? Like, what would your tenets be if you had a paladin?
your
Ooh,
domain.
that's a really. I mean, it's a time, so they'd be keepers of time. They'd probably have some kind of zip from here to there kind of abilities. I don't know. Once I become a god, I'll have to figure all that out, right? I don't know. Any of you guys ever become a god?
I haven't
Only
Uh,
in
become a
bed.
god, but I've lived a while.
it's just one of those things where it's just like the slight drop in visage with the eyes and the wings, and it's just like, nah, but I'm close to some.
See.
While we're talking about this, can we visit your? Can we like go and see how that thing flies? That's pretty cool.
The boat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'll sweeten our deal. You help me get to Swiggity, and you can have the Red Baron.
I want it. Yes, we already agreed that I was gonna get this thing, so
But we didn't say how. I don't know if we should help this guy become a god.
Should we do an insight check? Would that help?
Yeah, I want to see how. Well, okay. First, I want to ask him if he
I'll do
would
another
be
insight.
a good god, like a benevolent god. I
Good
want to
guy?
insight his answer.
Are you a good guy?
So I don't think any time gods really have the option to be good, right? They're just a thing, right? I've thought about this a
So
lot,
he's a
right? Time just keeps on moving, right? And it's kind of displaced depending on where you're at in the Rainbow Road. Do you guys know about the Rainbow Road? Anyone ever done any talk about that at all?
history check.
Uh so in character or out of character, I should say, I don't think any of you would know, except for maybe Freya, because Azeki silliness.
Do you want me to roll a history or something? Or that kind of
I would say religion is how you
religion?
would be how you kind of understand it.
All right.
Bro, I don't
Yep.
think I've
Would I have
ever used
advantage?
my religion score, and I have a +6.
Nice.
I have no religion. I have
Would I
two
have
because
advantage or no?
No,
Okay.
I'm
I got an
allowing you to make the
18.
roll. Oh, good roll. Okay, so when you were traveling the multiverse with your god of luck, you seem to be stepping on a rainbow road, and in that road were a whole bunch of stones, which your god called planets. The ones in the center were hot. The ones on the outside were cool. As he explained this to you, the hotter the stone, the more magic, the more centric things are. And the ones that were ice cold generally lacked gods and godly activity, even if they did have some magic. The hotter the things were, the more gods were attracted to it. Blah 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 blah. You kind of forgot the rest. That's your understanding of the Rainbow Road.
It's like, yeah, I know the Rainbow Road. I've stepped on it.
Metaphorically, right?
No, physically.
That does not bode well for you.
Yeah. Celestial being. I should be fine.
He shakes his head. I wouldn't do it, but that's just me. Anyway, answering your question, I don't have a plan as of that far. I don't know how all of it works or how you assign your alignment, so on and so forth. I would like to think, in the majority of the timelines that I've interacted with, I have done more good than evil. But to be fair,
why
I
do
have
you
done
want
both.
to be a god?
Why? Why not? Swiggity challenged me a long time ago to see if I could do it, and I am very close to doing it.
Can I insight him?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that's a 26.
He's not lying. He seems to be utterly honest with you.
Have you always been a kobold?
No.
Or do you change species between?
Something like that. I've died a couple times and been resurrected. That's why he points over to his children. Sometimes they look like my current iteration, and sometimes they look like something else.
Interesting.
If you
Interesting.
became a god, what form would you take?
Form would I take? Well, time god. I think
What-
something mechanically in nature, like a Warforged esque body, would be kind of cool, right?
So
no,
not
it's-
a kobold.
What, you got something against kobolds?
I didn't say that.
I think it was more an inquiry of if you would be a god of kobolds or, like more like aligned towards a particular faction than another faction or something to that effect.
I don't know. I mean, maybe. I kind of like this form. It's kind of fun, especially with the wings.
You could become a mechanical dragon.
I could.
I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this guy. I like Swiggity, but I like boats. And a god on our side and the God Wars
You think
coming
we
would
can
not.
talk a little bit more about this on your boat? A little bit more
Yeah, parlay. I call parlay.
probably better than
We-
our boat
We are
because
parlaying on your
that's
boat
okay.
currently. Can't more parlay
Okay.
than this. Also, do any of you know how to stick to metal?
Stick to metal?
Stick to metal.
Like magnetism?
I mean, out of character, yes. In
I don't
character.
have a
I can fly.
I mean, that might work, but you'd have to keep up with the boat.
I can levitate so that I'm just above the boat, and that is the part that I'm levitating from.
That might work.
We could tie ourselves to the boat. That'd be cool.
Just flop behind it.
Well, like I
I
assume
was
he
more
means to
thinking
the
like on
sails. You're like Odyssey it up, yo. Get past the sirens.
If we got to the boat, I could polymorph it.
I was thinking we could get to the boat. We don't have to be worried about being shot in the face, but that too.
That's a good point. Yes, we would like to visit your boat and talk more about you obtaining your godhood and how we can help you.
I see. Make a deception check. Rat, deceive me.
You say make a deception check?
Yes. Well, that was real delayed.
Can I help?
No.
I have a plus 10 to deception.
That's pretty good.
I have a plus 13. I'm also going to roll a d12 and burn an inspiration because that was not good.
Okay.
37.
Okay, 17.
Okay.
Luck.
Luck? Okay.
Yeah, one of those.
Because I rolled a 3 on the 20 and a 1 on the 12.
Wow.
Absolutely.
So you get to re-roll both of them.
Oh, good. Much better. 30.
30 is a very good roll. Your deception is successful, you believe.
Wait. Is it successful or is it not?
Can I give him my my disadvantage luck and it would be my last luck if he succeeded on his check?
No.
So can we come aboard, Captain?
Yeah. Hop on up. Bring the kid with you, will you?
Sure. So all of us go and our crew?
No, I can stay behind. You'll be back here soon enough.
Okay. Let's go.
As you go to the
If you want, I can stay behind with the person.
Say what?
I tell Rhett I can stay behind with the crew if that makes you feel more comfortable.
No, I just wanted numbers to come with us.
Okay, you don't care about the lives. Got it, check.
Say, out of everyone here, I think you might be the most concerned about lives. And it's not that my character isn't, it's just the fact that, like, that's a ship
I can't
pointing straight
harvest
down
any
at
bodies
us.
since they're all exploded. Okay.
Say, it's a ship that's pointing straight down at us, ready to blow us into smithereens.
I was
Like,
gonna open an interdimensional portal inside of our boat and just have all of our people walk into it, so that we'd all be out of danger and we'd still have a crew eventually. I would just be out of combat.
Well, if we take over this flying ship,
last time it happened, we almost lost everybody.
You know, this is also
Last
true.
time you left combat, we did not have
A good time.
the action economy to survive. I threw a fucking tree into a dragon.
I was just listing options, okay? I was just
Okay.
putting options out there. I didn't say they were good options.
all of my pets died.
Oh, Stinger Rod?
The poor
I
rabbit.
had a heart attack at age 87.
The
Funny.
Lucky? Was it Lucky?
All right, yeah,
Yeah.
right. So, you guys head over to the
We
ship.
make our way up.
As suggested.
Does he make us fly? How does this work?
Well, someone said they could levitate, so Brett's over there just elevating people to the ship. I assume. Except for the
I just
people.
fly up
I
there,
guess
call
you
it a
have
day.
wings, so yeah, you can fly. Anyone that has wings can technically, go up there, no problem. And you guys all get to the other ship eventually. For those of us that can't, don't understand magnetism and don't have magic to fly or stick to the ship in some manner.
That's crazy. That broomstick is great.
Thank you, appreciate you. I always forget about the broomstick.
Mhm.
Doesn't help me with the angle. So like, if the ship's sideways, I'm just flying next to it, like sitting on my broom. I guess Fran could be on the broom with me, just chilling. Marzex, are you there too? Just like standing on one of our shoulders because you're light AF.
I can have my crawling claw familiar, like have my legs in between its fingers or something, and it be holding onto the deck itself.
Okay, so we have Face Spider Crab, Floaty, Wing McGee, and 2 people on a broomstick. This is quite the party. And so as you guys get over there, you notice that our Golden Cobalt's crew are not humanoid by any stretch of the means. They look to be some kind of energy, spirit, elemental, something or other. You can make an Arcana check or a survival check to see what they are, but they are not your classic humanoid.
I don't know.
Are they shadows?
They're not shadows.
Damn it!
I'm not good at survival or Arcana.
I got none of those skills.
Let's see.
I got a
Let me
5.
check.
Screw it. I'll roll it just to see my critical.
Okay.
No. 11.
They 11? Yeah, no. Sorry. Both will roll. I'm intrigued. Let's burn some of that intelligence checks over here. So I'm gonna make a nature check, which gives me a whopping 2 to my roll.
All right.
13, baby. I don't know what they are either. Anyone else?
Did you say nature?
Yes, nature.
Does anybody have this?
I'll give it a unproficient roll.
Roll it.
13.
Dang. Any of y'all?
No.
I can try, but it's just a straight roll.
Straight roll it. I mean, that's better than nothing.
Say, I got a 5, so like.
Critical.
There you go. See? Better than nothing for sure. So, straight roll, no pluses or anything. It's should have been obvious to the rest of us. They're air elementals. It's a crew full of air elementals.
How many are there?
On the top deck, you guys count about 16. Taking that data from the size of the ship and all the other silliness, there's probably about 60 on the ship.
And that's how it stays afloat. How do you even control this many?
Well, I speak the language. I pay them a fair price. And they get a holiday bonus every year.
What do you even pay them? Air? Like
No.
What?
I eliminate their enemies and keep their family safe and those kind of things. It's more of a favor thing than a straight up.
They have families?
Yeah.
Who are their enemies?
Some other elementals that pop up from time to time. Sometimes humanoids get in the way and need to be dealt with. Stuff and things.
Interesting.
I was all gung ho about ambushing him on his ship, but 60 air elementals is not great. Not great at all.
Banish
Unless
elementals? Question mark? Is that a spell?
Control weather and
Just yeet them
blow
away
them
with
all
a
away.
tornado, baby. I wouldn't say no to that. Just as a note, if you want to try it, try it. Though as soon as you guys are secure and over there, you hear him go, "All right, light it up," and all the 16 cannons that are facing your original ship fire. It's gone.
What?
Oh, yeah.
We will now mourn
What did
and
you-
sing songs about the horny bard, for it has been penetrated at least 20 times. Some of the cannonballs fired so heavy they've split
Control
into
weather.
Roll it.
It's in there deep.
Did he get his daughter?
Yes. He had you bring the kid. The rest of the
What
crew.
about all
Control
the other
weather.
people?
Destroy his crew.
All right, you activate control. It's a 10-minute process though. So you gotta
Oh
stealthily.
shit!
You gotta stealthily control the weather.
You're gonna go to the shitter? Are you gonna go to the shitter and control the weather?
Yeah.
Look out the
Can
window.
I need to borrow your restroom. Do you have a shitter on this ship?
Of course.
I need to. I'm feeling rather ill.
He goes, well, if my ship sank, former captain, I would be feeling the same way. Yo, usually captains go down with the ship.
I go to the bathroom.
Okay, so
is anybody alive down there, by the way?
Oh no, they're
We're just
dead.
gonna say they all died.
They're dead. Yeah, everything you guys had on that ship is smoldering wreckage in the ground. You'll also notice the cannonballs that were fired had elemental-esque elements to them, so they're way more effective than regular cannonballs. So,
There's just
the
this
ship
moment
rights
of
up.
like, pure fucking shock on Coma's face.
So now I have you on my ship, and obviously he has one
Holding.
of the elementals escort you to where the bathroom would be. He rights the ship so you guys can sit on it, kind of thing. So now that your only option is to hang out with me, I hope we become really good friends. The last crew that joined my crew, besides the air elementals, lived a couple hundred years. Most of them. There was a couple of humans that didn't last that long, but the elves did really well for a long time until they did something stupid and, well, they got replaced. So that being said, I hope you won't hold it against me, but I really, really need to speak with Squiggity, and the only one I really need is that one. But since you guys were so nice and were parlaying and talking earlier, I thought I'd bring you over here. So, yeah. You got any questions for me before we continue on our little?
For you. Would you be willing to play a game?
Depends on the game, I guess.
It's a
It'd
game
be
in
a
order to
competition. A swimming
satiate.
competition.
Say what?
It's a game in order to satiate. So there were some people down on that ship that I was really hoping fucked up so that they could play my game in order to satiate my god's calling and need. So what we do is we go into a room, we lock the door, and then we go back and forth with this gun. So
Do you
one of
mean
us dies.
Do you mean roulette?
One bullet. Of course.
What time are you from? Barbaric.
Don't worry about that.
Oh,
So
barbaric. The kobold's gonna preach about barbaric after butchering it free.
You're not talking. You're taking a shit.
Yeah, right. You're over there.
I'm casting.
You got the door just a little bit so you can see the sun. Just like I'm gonna fuck these guys. So anyway,
you
Como,
rather
right?
listen. I'm not sure if you got a way to res one. Do you see that Goliath carcass down there? Unless you're able to revive that guy, somebody has to play this game.
I see. Well, why don't you play my kid?
You really want to risk your kid like that?
Sure, I got plenty of them.
I just blow her away.
Right? It's just a pow.
So you're
She lost.
No,
it is a revolver, right? So she has a 1 in 6 shot.
yeah.
Only if you take all the bullets out.
Yeah, only if I take all the bullets out, but one, which I haven't done yet.
I feel like if we're gonna do this game, it should be with a barrel.
Just a flintlock. The worst game of roulette ever. It's not. You're not hoping it goes off. It's gonna go off. You're hoping it misfires and doesn't blow you up.
Right.
I've seen those like
you
wooden-
try to get a misfire.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me a 1. Give me a 1.
Just over here. Shake the powder. Shake the powder. Sorry, we're gonna get demonetized for this
You're
one.
fine. So, no, I asked you to play the game, not your daughter.
Well, unfortunately, I don't. No offense to your
Can we do something less barbaric, like a swimming competition?
swimming competition. I don't really want to swim. I'm not the best of swimmers, to be honest with you. Someone were to.
Neither am I. These wings drag me down.
Exactly. It's terrible.
So I think we're at an even playing field. Let's go.
No, I'm good. Really. Look, the only thing I care about is Swiggity. Politely, the rest of you could jump out the boat, and I wouldn't care. This one I need. So if you want to stick around her, I understand. Not abandoning your friends. And I'm offering you a position on the crew and all the other benefits I had offered before if you help me find Swiggity.
How big is the boat?
What about the boat?
How big is it?
So it is a legendary class ship.
So it's really, really big.
Yeah, so if your normal frigate that you were piloting around earlier had 6 guns on it, this one has 16 on each side. Plus forward and back.
It's one of the reasons why I really want this fucking boat.
So, like, where is the largest... never mind. We're already working on it.
So, control weather is to blow away the wind elementals?
He's going to summon a tornado, is my understanding of what he's going to do. Which will cause
strong enough
havoc.
winds to blow the away.
Yeah, so the rest of us are gonna need to hold on for a bit.
Which you all should know that is my plan. So be positioning,
Yeah,
So,
I stand near the shadow so that I can instantly turn into a shadow to stay with the shadow.
Shadow.
So that I don't have to worry about holding on.
Alright then, so would you mind showing me around this ship? Since we're helping you with this situation, and this will soon very well be one of our ships.
Right. Yeah, totally. So, What do you want to see first? There's where we pilot the ship. There's my room, which I really can't let you into because you're new here and all. There's the first, second, and third lower decks. Sorry, 1, 2, 4 lower. No, wait. 4, 8, 12, 16. There's 4 decks total, but the top deck is a deck. Sorry, had to do my math right over here. So the 4 deck ship, yada yada yada. Supplies and stuff at the bottom, sleeping near kind of middle, and then obviously the top row is top row. It's all currently housed for air elementals, and luckily they don't take up a lot of space. And they kind of come and go as they want. They kind of trade out every couple months with their family members that we talked about. It's kind of indentured servitude kind of thing going on.
Keeps making me like him.
All
Yeah,
right.
it's a really
Sure.
handy system for me. Keeps me where I need to go, and then find them as they fly around the boat in later centuries, earlier centuries. Whenever I show up and Swiggity plops me around, it's great. I really do like it. So as I was saying, what do you want to see first?
Let's go with bottom of the boat.
Bottom of the boat. You hungry or something? There's food down there. Not a lot,
I
especially for
am
me. Which means I'll have to pick up
just a
some
bit
more. Dang, I
peckish.
should have pulled some supplies off here, but wasn't thinking. That's okay. We'll find another one later. So he takes you down to the bottom deck, and surprise, surprise, there's more than just food down here. There's actually a heavy network of windstones attached to the bottom of the boat, acting as if they are a rudimentary propulsion system.
Gotcha. Oh, this is really cool. How'd you get this set up here? That's pretty cool.
I won it in a bet, and then I made it better over time. When you have a lot of time, you get a lot of money. You can make the buoy that flies a little bit into this thing.
Gotcha. That's pretty cool. Buoy?
Buoy, yeah, it was a single man boat when I first got it, way back when I was dark elf.
Oh. Wow, this world is strange, isn't it?
Has it been 10 minutes yet?
I'll roll. Let me see how long it's been.
Okay. Well, we'll go from bottom to top either way, all right?
You're
there?
sitting about 9 minutes. You have about a minute left of silly dialogue before your spell goes off.
Okay, so here's the question. I can't think.
Where's your
With the
barrels and
soul
water?
coins, can I just scoop up a soul?
You pull out your soul coins, or just like, and suck it. Well, it's a.
If I were to do it like sleight of hand.
Have we talked about that yet? How those work besides the command codes?
At
Don't,
one
do
point
they
in
have
time.
holding it and then they say the code or something like that?
Yeah, they have to say the code word to activate it.
Oh.
So
I mean, there's a chance. Suggestion.
It's not a bad idea.
But
yeah.
he could have good wisdom.
So from my understanding, what you said was I have to make sure it's on somebody, and then I have to say this command word to
No,
make them
whoever
go.
says it, it's the reading of it that's important. If you have multiple in your hand, you can say their names and what they
Yeah.
say all the time. If someone else is only holding one and reads or says the thing, it activates. It's a trap.
Gotcha. Oh, um, there's been 5 of them.
Mhm.
That means so there were 6 of them. One of them's gone.
Correct.
We don't know who has the 6th.
Correct.
So I'm gambling here that this guy, one of the oldest guys around, doesn't know what the fuck this is.
Yes.
Pretty high gamble.
God. How do I want to go about this? Can I ask him to read this and try to just persuade him without like giving any sort of knowledge away? Just like, hey, would you be able to read this for me
Sure.
and
Yeah,
hand
I'm
him
because he's
one?
old.
I'm
Stuff.
still going to have you roll a deception check. But I will have a
Uh,
much lower DC than normal.
okay. Not a okay.
You're not really
Alright,
lying to
Are
him.
you
You're
still
just asking him
inspired?
to.
That's why I think that would be more persuasion, you know? Because I'm like, hey, would you be able to read this for me? Um, that's why I would make the argument for persuasion. Because I'm not trying to deceive him. I'm genuinely I'm asking him to read this for me.
I understand, but the act that you are doing
That's
is a
pretty
form
good.
of deception. Um, do you want to roll for it? Burn up your argument die for the night.
I already burned it earlier.
Unfortunate. Okay, then stick with what I said, because the act that you are doing is a deceptive act.
Okay.
Are you still inspired? You could use that.
I am no longer inspired because I used it earlier for the insight.
I have lucky, so there's that.
Can I get that lucky?
If you fail roll, I can give it to you.
I got a 14.
Total?
Yep.
Yeah, burn that lucky.
Okay, cool. That is a nat 20, total of 30.
Okay, way better. Way better. See? Lucky. Comes in handy all the time. So, he looks at the coin. Yeah, of course I can read it. It's in common. It says, go fuck yourself. And he looks at it for a second and he goes, oh, you bitch.
And gets his soul in there.
So,
Was that the command?
yeah, that was the go. Remember, they all say vulgar stuff in common.
Yep.
So, as you see it, the diamond lights up, and you can see like a visage ectoplasmy looking thing rip out of this creature's body, and it does not match the frame that it is in, right? The soul that comes out of this thing is a tremendous blob that is corrupted and twisted and molded into something else, and it sucks into the coin. The body and the coin both fall limp. The minute has
Dibs on the
transpired.
body.
A tornado hits.
Yeah, boy.
I
And
do pick up that coin real quick and I
I
keep
will allow you to
everything real
pick up your
fucking
coin.
tight to me.
All four of us that are not in the bathroom will be making a strength saving throw as the tornado hit mid deck right in front of the bathroom and is currently sucking up all the wind elementals on the boat. Yes.
Can I have my crawling claw help me?
Yes, I will allow him to add a +2 to your roll.
I want you to know that I named this specific coin Soul Coin of the Gold Kobold bitch.
Great. I like it. Oh boy. Here I go flying again. Bye, guys.
You said strength save?
Yeah. Fran?
You have your broom though.
Yeah, that's going to be real helpful in a tornado, friend.
What's
Sitting
the
at a
DC?
cushy 16.
16 passes.
Okay. I don't like a 14, so I'm going to burn a key point.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to use one of my 12 things. My I don't fail abilities because psychic powers.
We just need to
I'll roll a d12 and I'll take a +12. Total of 20. I'm good.
I got a 22, but I burned up 2 key points.
Thumbs up. Mars X?
Oh, my score? A 13.
Total?
Yeah,
All right.
I have a +0.
Roll it again, buddy. I see you start flying away and hit you with that luck.
17.
That's much better. You're able to hold on.
We're also inside the boat, though. Right?
Yes. Yeah. That's why it wasn't above a 20.
What am I doing? I turned into a shadow. Fuck this.
That also
I
works.
didn't have to hold on to shit. I'm just in the shadow.
Hold on to shit. I'd just be nice. Classy. Anyway, Rhett, go ahead and roll a D100. Roll above a 60. Please.
Well,
Just 12? You sure? You want to burn a luck? Do you have a luck to burn?
Go into the toilet.
Do it.
This is like a porter john just like twirling, right? Just like
33.
shit everywhere.
Okay, so with the 33, you have successfully sucked up more than half of the air elemental crew. The other half are very disorientated and thrown about the boat. Most of them are the ones that were under the deck, manning cannons and guns and things like that. So you're looking at 27 remaining earth elemental or air elementals. And you guys are on the bottom of the boat. Which means
Do we want to speak for more now?
hold up. Wait a minute. Let it cook. We're gonna end the session here. Because
No!
No.
we only have 10 minutes
Got
anyway. Let's me do a little bit of talking and speaking and all that fun stuff. So thank you guys for being here tonight. I do appreciate it. Again, check out the new bounce dice. We call it that because they bounce. I'm gonna give you a little demonstration because why not, right? Turn off my camera. Turn on this one.
Good use of a
Clicking my
soul
screen.
coin.
Hey, look. That was
Was
a
worth it.
fantastic use of a soul coin. Ready for this bounce? Boink.
Oh wow, that does bounce.
It bounced so much fun. Look at that.
Super massive.
Oh, that's a hard silicone, ain't it?
Yeah. All of them are really fun. Harmony spent like 2 hours rolling these dice just for funsies. The first time I pulled some of them out, it was hilarious. And she's not a dice goblin, and she had dice goblin eyes by the end of it. So, if you want to see joy and excitement, that's a way to do it. So, that's the Nemo set. We have all kinds of other fun colors. There's rainbows and bubble gums and starbursts and all kinds of fun stuff. So keep that in mind for your next exciting thing to get. Shout out to ourselves. We got Lancer tomorrow. Come check us out, same time. Freya, tell us about the Golden Nook.
Hey, guess what? Golden Nook is going on. It has been getting recorded for the past couple sessions and then uploaded in the following days. But next Sunday should be the first time in a long time that it's going to be properly streamed. And yeah, we are getting on to our second act, and I'm really excited because that means there's only 2 more acts to go after this, and that's where things really start to ramp up in some of the business. We're starting to get to the that main arc of ramp, and then there'll be the next one, which will be the climax, and of course, the after action fall, the conclusion. So yeah, get excited. I'm excited. Let's do this. Go to youtube.com/the Golden Nook.
Thank you. Younger, what's our code for this month?
It is capital letters thanks with an exclamation point.
Real simple this month. It's a thank you because Thanksgiving, right? Right? That's what we're going with.
Yep.
Thanks, because we appreciate you. 10% off at the store, or yell at us in person. Yell thanks really loud. Works for us. Speaking of yelling at us in person, we have a couple events coming up. To our knowledge, we should be going to PopCon a day earlier than planned. We're still ironing out those details, so we may or may not go. Keep an eye out on our Discord. And then on the 17th and 18th of this month, we'll be back at the Bentley Mall, causing more havoc there once again, with S&M Productions, so that'll be fun. And then starting the next Monday, we will be popping up at the Gamer Lounge downtown for an hour or two, maybe more, depending on if we get people to hang out and do things with us. And we'll be sitting on dice, rolling games, all that fun stuff, and that should be the norm from here on out. We shall see, as long as stuff works out. So, all that being said, I don't think we have anything else crazy coming up that we need to announce. New dice, we got a whole bunch of new liquid core dice. So we have a whole bunch of rare varieties that are unique sets because their pours came out crazy. So those are all interesting and excited. So if you like those, come check those out the next time you see us. Younger, anything else you can think of?
Those are all the big things I can think of.
Okay, cool beans. Didn't miss anything. Good to go. Again, check us out tomorrow for Lancer, as long as everyone is not sick. So I know we already have a couple people stepping out because they are not feeling well, but we'll see how it goes. With Adventure in Mind, have a wonderful time. Bye.
Alright.
But wait, there's music. There's music.
Music! Sure.
No, not that music. What's wrong with you?
But wait, there's more.